Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's 3 the hard way tonight, man. Catch up with the rest of my comrades. I'm sure they coming in. I was moving a little slow. See where they at. Because you know how we do it, man. Y'all see it. Y'all see the title, man. Scientific ideas on our perceptions of being human. Human zoos in ancient Egypt. So we get that whole Egyptian conversation wrong. Because we don't have the scientific ideas that will surely affect our perception of things. We cannot solely rely on our senses. Your senses are poor at creating science. I think we should know that, man. Let me let the people come up in the building, man. Hit that Cash App coming in and coming out, man. Appreciate everybody and all the supporters, man. Got 8,000 in the building, man. We're going to wait. Some more people getting here before we really get started and get it cooking. Get it cooking. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody, man. And I appreciate the love and the support, man. Y'all know y'all can catch me in the mornings too, man, because we definitely, cooking. We're going to keep it cooking. We're going to keep it cooking. Oh, man, let me get this off here. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we're going to keep it cooking. We'll keep everything cooking, man. That way we can really start to understand where we at and how we doing it. It is important. A lot of misinformation out there, man. People messing up information because they're not really comprehending what science is. And, who fault is that? You got to put it on your parents and the eldership around you. Because the first thing we should have started off with was science. Well, I see my man. First of all, what's up, sis? Black Panther, what it do? What it do? Black Rob, what's good with you? Both of them. Appreciate y'all. Little Kill Official. Taj, man, I see you, man. I see you, James. Yeah, how I shower, true shower. I see you. Yeah, man. Gonna get this thing cooking in a minute, man. Man, hit them likes, man. If you're in the chat right now, hit the likes, man. We should at least have 8 likes, right? See, we got 12. That's good. All right, we're gonna get this thing cooking fresh. The scam that people perpetrate is wild. And if you don't got science, man, if you don't got the literacy and understand what science is, man, you're walking. You will be walking into tricks all day long. It's crazy. Who knew how important it was going to be for us? Who knew? Maybe some of us felt like, well, these scientific literary groups, man, is just a bunch of talk. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is real black atheism? What is atheism? I'm saying, did you don't necessarily just because you atheist don't mean you scientifically literate. I'm gonna put that out there too. But who knew how important it was gonna be? Who knew? Into that daggone pandemic rolled on in. What them Cowboys doing? Let me see. What's the score? Is they doing their thing? Oh man, who they playing? So yeah, man, we We're gonna get this thing cooking. The cook, get it cook. All right, man. Let's just get it for more people in the building, man. Ah, man. City Cowboys is losing. Don't worry about it, yo. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a cowboy thing, right? Come on, man. Get this thing revved up, man. And we're gonna get right into it. The rest of the bros, I don't know where they at. They moving slow, but it is what it is, man. Let me see. Brooks, how you doing?
What's
Mr. Lee, how
good?
you doing, bro?
Hey, what's good, brother? You all right?
Yeah, I'm chilling, moving slow. I was moving slow.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times, man, the topics change, man, and you just gotta be on your A game.
Yeah, yeah, and things can shift real fast depending on the momentum and what I mean, the hot button topics. Yeah,
You feel me? But what I do understand is, for me, and as I watch the landscape, those who aren't scientifically literate and talk about biological organisms without the literacy is in trouble, bro.
yeah.
Your senses were
What
full.
what 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 was the what was the how can I put it? What was the point or what incident triggered your transition to go more off into like evolution, biological organisms, stuff like that that you talk about a lot? What was it? What triggered it?
because I uh, because I enjoy talking about history, and when I realized that history was put together by people, regardless if you want to say the winners or the losers or whatever, but I understood it was people, and so if I can understand the people, what made them tick, then I could get a clear picture of their history, and people couldn't trick me. Because you know, being around the conscious community, being the conscious community, man, being at the forefront of the internet conscious community, that's a lot of things that are said, a lot of flammery, a whole lot. And if you didn't have a grasp on evolution, then you couldn't tell a story. And then, you know, as I read the elders, man, it was a theme going on here. They was always talking about science, right? They wasn't necessarily leading the way, but it was titles like this, like Man, God, and Civilization by John Jackson, right? And then you looked at his first chapters, right? You looked at his first chapters. You said, well, let me see. Man, God, civilization. Why ain't start off with God and man, civilization? You say, man, God. That made me realize that, you know, that man created God and civilizations. But it say early ages of the world, chapter 1, chapter 2, the factors and evidence for evolution. And then ice age and man. So right there, you know what I'm saying? It just made me say, okay, I gotta get my studies up. Dr. Ben's work. All right. Hold on. Dr. Ben's work. You know what, man? Before we get in there, man, how you doing though, brother? How the family?
Hey, everybody good, man. I have no complaints, man. Uh, I'm on. The comeback is always the best part, man. To come up, so you know what I mean. Yeah. How about you, man? Everybody good on your end?
Yeah. You know, the babies in college, man, trying to fight. That's a man, you know, trying to, you know, that's a good financial burden to have, man. We got to
Yeah.
work together. You know what I mean?
Woo.
Get it
Yeah.
good. But you know, so
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, little one, you know what I'm saying? I call it the call it a little great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she going to medical school, so you know that's a testament, you know, to her mother, and because her mother is college educated,
Yeah.
couple degrees, right? I don't give out too much personal information, but what I will say is it's a testament to that, and it's a testament to these damn magazines that lay around here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Never force feed nothing. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
worst thing to do. Put good reading material around. They'll ask questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you asked me a question. Let me get it. Let's get this thing cranked up. I want to finish the question.
Yeah. In the land of Kemet, wisdom flows like the Nile. Unlocking the meta, we study in style. Ancestors whisper as we listen with pride. In the heart of the city, ancient truths collide. No time for the fake, skepticism is real. Free the hard way. 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 Yeah. 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 I'm the God killer from these bottomless streets, dropping knowledge bombs as the history repeats. And goes evil wisdom, channeling the stars, might teaching on the block. Ancient wrongs turn right. The law keeps it gutter, rooted like a tree. Yeah. Free the hard way. Free the hard way. Free the hard way. Free the hard way.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. What's up with you? What it do? What it do? What it do, man? We in the space, man. And y'all know how we do it, man. All day, every dag on day. Mr. Lee, man, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. What's good with you?
It's good to be here, man. Another important show. Like you say, the topics shift fast, the subject matter shift fast. So I'm here for it, man.
But it seemed like it shift. But the things we learned from this show, we could apply to the Hiscos.
Yeah, yeah,
You get
yeah.
it? Right? It's all entangled right there, man, in that
That's
understanding.
true. That's true.
It is, yo. It just it take a minute. So I mentioned some things. I mentioned some early work, right? First of all, in his background, you see I got the ancestors tale, right? All right. Most people ain't even ready for the ancestors tale by Richard Dawkins and Yang Wong. All right. Most people ain't ready for that, right? Fine, fine, fine. If you're not ready for that, I mentioned this in answering your question, right? Okay. And that got me really, really like, okay, I see that. And I want to grab this real quick. Hold on. Grab, let me grab the element. Where I put it at? Man, I always got it here. All right, I'll do this. All right. You know Dr. Ben's work, right? So clearly outdated work. All right. So you know if you read it, you're gonna be reading outdated work. Some things in there are still valuable though. But in general, on a whole, it's outdated. But there was the first couple chapters that was really banging. And what I learned, Nazir, was most people skip that. They did. All right. And so the first chapter was who were slash are the Africans, right? Two, prehistoric African Homo sapiens, right? And in these first two chapters, man, he weaves evolution in there. All right. And so as I looked at that information, the odd thing is most people that read Dr. Ben's book, John, they skip that. Because I know I did. Same thing with John Jett. You skip it. It don't hit you. It don't hit like it's supposed to hit. Right? Skip it. They mentioned the Cairo Symposium. Okay, I heard people talking about that. So I was like, okay, what's that? Right? And it made me get this. UNESCO, the General History of Africa, Methodology in African Prehistory. So I had it all. Wow, I was way everywhere, grabbing from here, grabbing from there. You know what I'm saying? But once I got this, it said okay, and I opened it up. Right, methodology. Right, bet, and African prehistory. Bet. You open it up, and it gives you different members on it. All right, you see, she got the Diop name there. Professor, she got the Diop's name. All right, see, okay. All right, bet. Interesting. Do you see Professor Walter Rodney and Theophile Banger? Let me see if y'all can get that. Hold on. All right. The late Professor Walter Rodney. And then right here in the corner, you see Professor Theophile Banger, the Republic of Congo. All right. Boom. Then you get here. All right. Biographics of the authors who contributed to the main edition. You can read everybody, right? And then you come here, chapter 1. Hold on, let me get the chapters. And this is where I started my journey at for real. Yeah, I was actually teaching before I started my journey. So I was all over the goddamn place, yo. Kind of got it backwards. So that first chapter is methodology and African prehistory. Well. What the hell is this? And y'all can go online and read these free though. All right. Okay. General introduction to anthropology. And then once you get here, past introduction, the development of African historiography, right? And 2, the place in African history, mythological time, social time, right? And it's going through. So you're looking through it, okay. Recent trends in African historiography and contribution in general, right? You get to it, okay. All right. Sources for specific techniques used in African history. It's like, oh, okay. All right. Then they start getting into the methodology, written sources. They do all that. Get there. And then they start getting into the daggone evolution, man. They talk about the oral traditions. Okay. 7, oral traditions, living traditions. So they give you everything you should have, right? And so, we familiarize ourselves with stuff like that. All right. Big up to you, Gala. How you doing, brother? Brother Gala, how you doing, man?
What's good with it, y'all? Peace to the panel. What's up, y'all? What's good with it? To the chat? What's cracking?
Then we come to 9.
What's good?
What's good, brother? African archaeology and its techniques, including dating. 18, African fossil man. Like African fossil man. The hell is that? And then in the chapter African fossil man, it's like they wait to hit you with it, right? Then you start seeing all the different skulls, Australopithecines and all that. I say, well, damn, I heard that somewhere before. Shit, it was in Dr. Ben's work. Man, I say, I missed it. Really? Is that what they were trying to say? And the world came together right here, yo. It was the scientific conference, bro. Right? Not they wrote 9-volume set. Right? Get it for free. Or you can just get the books. I like the hard copy, but you can go online and get it for free and look at the stuff I'm talking about. And it's talking about Australopithecus. It's talking about everything. And it kind of ended. Let me see. It ended with this statement right here. Let me see if I can get this statement. We can really get the cracking, man. Hold on. Conclusion. The conclusion from Nature in the Raw and Liberated Humanity. This is the conclusion, right? It just simply says the preceding chapters amplify, meaning chapters before that. Before this, amplify. What does it amplify? And illustrates the leading role Africa played at the early stages in the story of mankind. Although they now stand prostrate of the technically developed world, Africa and Asia were in the forefront of progress for the first 1.5 million years of world history. From the time of Australopithecus and Prothecopithecus, as we now know, Africa was the main setting both for man's emergence as a solvent species on the planet, and for the development of the political society. But the preeminent role it played in prehistory times was followed during the historical period of the past 200 years by a pattern of development marked by exploitation, which reduced the entire continent to a mere tool of the hands and others. I say, damn, why? What happened? How you go from leading for the first million years to at the end? Colonialism definitely played a strong role in it. A lot of fighting, but fighting don't stop it. Fighting actually is like a barrier that becomes the way. You know what I'm saying? That was in the way becomes the way. Like you fight in last man standing type of shit. But the fighting was interrupted by colonialism. No, it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, like you gotta fight it out. And at the end of the day, those who you don't necessarily got to be the strongest, but you got to be the most intelligent, right? You got to be able to change and transform to make it through the skirmish of human fighting. Got to be able to do it to come out on the other side. A lot of wars and stuff like that push technology, push to have technology to protect yourself, push you to be technically sound, push you to be innovative. We look at the earliest wars on the continent of Africa. We talked about that. Where that site at, Gullah? Down in where? That those early sites. Well, you know what it is, Nazi. What's the
What
earliest sites?
Jabal Shahaba?
Jabal Hood, where they was, yeah, y'all. What you were saying, Nazi? You said it wasn't for. What was you saying about that? But I understand the Eastern Desert in that area.
Yeah, you talk about the alleged oldest war race, what they termed originally a race war that we know wasn't a race war. You talking about that,
Yeah,
or are
one
you
of them,
talking?
but they was definitely killing each other though.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah,
agree
yeah.
to
They
that?
they were fighting over resources. It was
All right.
competition, as you stated. It was
Mm.
competition, and that's the common theme in this whole thing about the Green Sahara. Competition. Can you compete for this food better than me and my people and my group? And eventually we're going to clash. As you know, at some point there's going to be, um, war, as you stated. You know what I mean? Like it's survival. It just is what it is. And if you relate that to 2024, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? I view it. This is just my opinion. Y'all take it how y'all want. But Black people in America are on the verge of extinction if they don't adapt. If
Yeah,
they don't adapt. And I'm
I was
and, and I and it's no escaping that. These Hispanics are coming in here. I'm at a job site right now. And it blew me away when I see predominantly in this black neighborhood now, mostly Hispanics. It's almost 50-50 at this point. From all over the place. Half of them don't even speak English. And they're here and they have skills. They have
Mm.
skills. They got pickup trucks all around. I'm looking around and I see them going to their trucks and I'm just observing what I'm seeing. They're not here just to be here. They're not happy just to have a place to stay and to try to, they're here to out compete you. You know what I'm saying? Period. One guy
Got the
pulled up on
ladders.
me. He was in a hoopty, and he pulled up on me. He said, "Man, I've been trying to get security out here for a while now." I say, "Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you, because that's why I'm here, right?" But then he says, "Yeah, I do engineer work." I would have never thought, looking at this Hispanic gentleman, that he was an engineer. Never would have thought it. And he's starting out at the bottom of the bottom, basically in the projects. Really, that's what this is. You feel what I'm saying? So that speaks to this competition thing, and I just don't see my demographic of people competing like they should be and not taking this serious. And that's what the Green Sahara was about. A lot of groups died off. A lot of groups went extinct. A lot of groups got marginalized. People like to talk about, oh man, what happened to the Central Saharas that came into the Nile Valley? You know what happened. We've been talking about what happened when those other groups came in, more organized, more prepared for war because they had been in feudal societies for a little bit longer.
Mm. Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we
mm,
gonna get into all that as we get into this conversation.
mm. You want to add something to that, Gullah?
Now I'm gonna say, if you look at most like weapons, you know what I'm saying, early weapons, they evolved from early or agricultural tools like sickles and so even if you look at the Egyptian Egyptian sickle sword, they come from agricultural tool. They transform the weapons, when they battle it out.
Mm,
So there's also a fight against the natural phenomenon that it gets you to. If the human noise don't get you, nature will.
Hey, nature will, yeah, the elements on you. Yeah.
Because you could be the best tribe of killing people. Ah, but horrible at a social structure, which cause it to erode away to where it's weakened to the point where, boop, and you could be horrible. You could be great warriors, but you always sending the men to battle, right? And the population of men start to go down, and your tribe disintegrate. So when we talk about Darwin, right? He never was talking, well, it's survival of the fittest. You thinking the strongest, the fastest? No, it's the fit genes. Because maybe the clan that wasn't warlike, maybe they had a better connection to the plants, had a better understanding to the herbs of that time, right? Okay. And disease didn't wipe them out. Where the warrior clan didn't. They focused more on wars, right? And when disease came through, wiped them out. See, so we know about the Roman Empire. What really befell the Roman Empire? I say it was disease. What say you, Nazi and Gullah? I say it was disease that got the Roman Empire. That's what I say. The
Oh
plague of
yeah, yeah.
Justine and on and on and on. That's what I say. The virus got them. Go ahead.
yeah, that
Oh
that
yeah, it
definitely.
was disease, yeah.
Yeah, that played a role. It wasn't just one thing. It was whenever you got these huge bloated empires that are widespread, they stretched out. You know what I mean? It becomes a lot, and so it requires a lot. Just like America, you know what I mean? They're starting to retract and concede a lot of territories that they once were predominant over, and now you see other groups coming in and kind of taking those areas, even taking much of America. This is unheard of to have much of your resources being outsourced, and this was kind of the decline of ancient Egypt and the decline of the Greeks. It was the same thing. Whenever you see them importing these mercenaries in, outsourcing their army, their military, and outsourcing all of their farmland and this and that and the third, how long can you do that and still maintain the empire? The empire starts to shrink. It starts to go in decline. It starts to go into recession. It starts to go into depression. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like and the people in these empires never seem to recognize the red flags or the warning signs when they're in decline. They think everything is still great until one day everybody's lives change. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh, this is it. Even though the Roman Empire still continued on and flourished for a while, but
Byzantine Empire, the Byzantine.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what happened.
it started to transition. Then you started to
Mm-hmm.
have all these obscure rulers, the court jesters rising up, becoming the you know what I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
generals and the king, the emperor, and you know what I mean, on and on and on. So, and then they start battling with one another. I know I'm the ruler. No, I'm the ruler. You know what I
No, you
mean?
Like
mean the
So
like in
no,
Egypt.
no, 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 you mean after the Roman Empire, you had the Holy Roman Empire, which is Germanic
yeah,
tribes, ruling as kings. You know what I'm saying? They took over.
yeah, yeah. So
So
it,
you're
it,
right.
it's
So
yeah,
you're right. It wasn't the main thing. It was a deep interplay of different things, like you talked about. So the plagues definitely reduced the population. Okay, economics,
And the weather.
destabilizing economics.
And the weather too. You said that earlier. The weather too. You know, they used to have them volcanoes. Um, they used to have a lot of different, phenomena taking place. They used to have what they call cosmic air bursts. So it was a lot of things that led to their collapse.
Yeah. What else? What else? Internal pressures, external pressures, like you said, spread too far out. Whole lot of things, man. Other groups rising up, learning from them, and taking what they know, right, and reverse it back on them. Whole lot of stuff like that. Okay. I know Christianity definitely shifted the focus of the state to spiritual matter. So it weakened Roman. That's what we know. I talked about it on the show this morning, I believe. I talked about it. Look, I'm gonna read this. The rise of Christianity shifted the focus of the state to spiritual matters, which some historians argue weakened the traditional Roman values. Well, I tell you, man. Yeah, that Christianity spread through the empire. Constantine used it, you know what I'm saying, as a political base to galvanize political stability, right? Yeah, but it eroded the Roman value system. Craziest thing ever, right? So there's a lot of things right there, man, and it's wild. Whole thing is wild. So I bring us to this: the human zoo. All right, play a clip for the human zoo. That it? No. Let's see, is this it? No. Hold on. All right. Do this.
Darwin argued that the break in evolutionary history between apes and men came between Africans and Australian Aborigines and gorillas. In other words, he thought blacks were the closest humans to apes. German scientist Ernst Haeckel helped popularize the idea.
Ernst Haeckel was the leading German Darwinist in the late 19th and early 20th century. He corresponded extensively with Darwin, and Darwin recognized Haeckel's affinity with his own theory.
Ernst Haeckel also is known for his raving racism. And in fact, he had a graphic of the history of human evolution that, in very pointed terms, really embedded a racist view of human evolution.
Man, see, now, if you don't understand what you're looking at, you'll feed all into that. Right? And goodness gracious, what I really want to show you is one, it's a discovery science. Why would they use the word science here? They use the word science here to trick you, the star and all that, as if they down with science, but they're actually not. It's a pseudo-scientific organization. Let me prove this point right here. But they make false statements about Darwin. Darwin didn't say nothing about connecting no daggone gorillas. They made that up. Never said that. Can't find in none of Darwin's work. He never said that. Matter of fact, we can come to one of our elders, John Jackson, Man, God, and Civilization. He'll clear that up in 2 hot seconds. Watch this. Okay, hold on. Page 28. Ice Ages of Man. I want y'all to see this. Let me see if I can see that. Yo, hey, Gullah, you want to say something to that little foolery they just played?
Oh no, this is wild, bro. Yeah, I already, you know what I'm saying? I'm already up to the, racism, stuff like that. I ain't no one of Darwin's you know what I'm saying? What was he, one of Darwin's peers or something? He just followed
Heckle?
Darwin.
Man, look,
Yeah.
you know they got that all right. Look, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm hip to Carl Coon and all them. That was wild in itself. That was a little later on though.
I mean, the point is, man,
Crazy.
goodness gracious, man, just tell the truth. But no, we're not going to tell the truth. So I want to go to page 28. That's what I want to do. We get to, okay, early ages of the world. No, page 28. Let me see. See if I can get to 28 so I can show y'all what's going on here. Let's see what Darwin actually said. Matter of fact, Darwin's book, he ain't even talking about. All right, so we're right here, page 28. Make it nice and big for y'all. Oh, is that too big? You can see that, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. 1871, Darwin's Descent of Man was published. And in this book, impressive evidence was adduced, tending to show that man and the anthropoid apes could be traced back to a common ancestor. See the difference? It's all in the language. Okay, hold on. This is where I first learned who actually pushed the Out of Africa joint, or pushed that, the cradle of humanity was Africa. It was Charles Darwin. Most people that claim that we the first to walk upright, you hear him say it just like that, right? As we taught the ones that was in caves, right? They say that nonsense, right? They hate Darwin, but it was Darwin that told you that Africa was the motherland. You wouldn't have known it before then. How was you gonna know?
I know how you
Each
gonna
clan,
know.
each tribe had their own place of origin. Go ahead, Gullah.
No, I was just backing you up. I was like, yeah, how else gonna know? You know what I'm saying? That's the source.
No, man, the man did something that most, the 99.99.99.99.99% of human beings never did, and that was circumnavigate the damn globe on a scientific venture. He did that. That's what he did that first. He put that's what he did. The plants, the flora, fauna, all right, animals. He did that. He did all that. Yeah, that's what he did. So right here it says,
Yeah.
most of Darwin's contemporaries judged the continent of Asia to be the most likely the birthplace of humanity. So, like Umar Johnson and them. Now, I don't think Umar Johnson say that, but the Nation of Islam, the Asiatic black man, they on that.
You talking about
Right?
the Moors and all them.
Right. That's how you know how far back that nonsense go, right?
Yeah, because
But Darwin, go ahead.
if you wasn't on this, you would have been in the Genesis. You would have been stuck in the Bible. That's
Yeah,
why
you in
people.
the Bible.
That's why people Hebrews and they think they Egyptians and all that. Because they would have been origins. Would have been thinking they kind of came out of some Bible story or something.
Yeah, correct. Before Darwin, you actually thought you came from your tribe story. It was the hill or the mountain, or God reached down, blew and cheek. That's where they was at. It's hard to even like get y'all to see just where everybody was. They definitely wasn't on this. They wasn't on this so much so that today you'll have people in the chat act like Darwin was wild and crazy. That's how crazy it was for that paradigm shift. And you'll even hear people say, "Hey, yo, well, the Africans didn't talk about that. So what?" Like they saying something slick. So it says most of Darwin's contemporaries judged the continent of Asia as the most likely birthplace planet. But Darwin held that Africa had a better claim to the title of cradle of mankind. This is what he says. We are naturally led to inquire, he asserted, where was the birthplace of man? In each great region of the world, living mammals are closely related to the extinct species of the same region. It is therefore probable that Africa was formerly inhabited by extinct apes closely aligned to gorillas and, hold on. See, aligned. He ain't said it was gorillas came from, look, aligned to gorillas and chimpanzees. And as these two species are now man's nearest allies, it is somewhat more probable that our progenitors lived on that African continent than anywhere else. See? There you have it. So now through genetics, we understand that there's a close relationship between humans and chimpanzees, and then later on, great apes. I mean, the gorillas and bonobos. So bonobos and chimpanzees what, 99% close related. All right. There's a chart I could show you. But the point is, he never was saying that he reduced the Africans to being gorillas. See the game they play right there? They hit you with the soft style. Then he goes on and says, it says, even in the early years of the present century, scientists investigating prehistoric eras were inclined to look chiefly to Asia as the original home of man. But in the year 1921, this position was strikingly challenged by the publication of the origin and evolution of human race by Dr. Albert Churchwood. Y'all heard of Churchwood. Okay. This distinguished medical man held membership at both the Royal Council of Physicians and the Royal Council of Surgeons. And besides this, he was an anthropologist and an archaeologist. And he goes on to say the earliest member of the human race appeared in the interior. So he says in the interior of the African continent about 2 million years ago. Churchwood claimed, it say then from this region of the Great Lakes, they spread over the entire continent. Then he goes on to say groups of these early men wandered down the Nile Valley, settled in Egypt, and then later dispersed themselves to all parts of the world. The first migration was of primitive little men known as the pygmies. If any of y'all read Churchward work, right, premortal signs symbols, he always talk about the pygmies. It say, after them came the wave of Nilotic Negroes, who also spread out widely over the face of the globe. Anyway, I just think that's important for y'all to hear that. You see some out-of-date language being used, but that's the language they was using at the time.
Oh, so this
And-
why this why a lot
Mhm.
of the people in the conscious of the pseudo community think pygmies is the original people,
There you go.
not knowing that that's a mutation. You know, pygmies ain't originally short like that. They old. They come from an old lineage, but they ain't originally like short stature.
And those short statue, it's something about being in the forest under that canopy where it grows small. Yeah, you grow small. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, yeah, but it affects it's the UV, you know, UV radiation, and it
Mm-hmm.
affects your calcium intake.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, back to the pseudo video. This brings us deep into this conversation and the point I'm trying to bring out here. Okay, so discovery science, right? If you click this link right here, let me see more. We come here, got a whole website dedicated to the pseudo foolishness. I want y'all to see it, right? Familiarize yourself with everything. It's important. There you go. Right? And this is the stuff people be using against us. So I'm gonna drop the link right here. Oh, let me do it this way. I want to do it this way. Experts. Yeah, I'm gonna do the experts. All right, I'm gonna drop this. Just the experts. Hey, we're gonna check out the experts. All right. Let me show you how we do it. Man, thank everybody for tuning in to the show, man. We got some what? Keep going. All right, so you see right here, we want to deal with the experts real quick. All right. And I dropped the link in the
I'll speak on that later, Lex Vortex. He asked the question, how do we adapt? I'll speak on that later.
what you mean from pygmies?
Nah. Remember we was talking about competition and survival about 15 minutes ago. And so he had asked the question during that time when I said it's time to adapt. So I'll speak more on that later.
But go ahead.
No, I'm
Break it
saying
down.
individually, Lex, we all have different financial situations. socioeconomic situation, political affiliations. You know what I mean? So it just all I would start with me first, with meaning with you, and we're transitioning into the fourth industrial revolution, termed by Klaus Schwab, meaning a digital era where transactions are going to be digital, your taxes are going to be paid instantly. So, artificial intelligence, we're going to see, robots involved more in our day to day lives in terms of policing us, going to different places, stores, and our factories. And so, as we transition into a world like that, where everything is being done autonomously, where I don't have to show up to court anymore. I can just do it, all virtually and stuff like that. Then how are you preparing in that if you see the trends? That's one thing about some groups were ahead of other groups because, like I said, it was the knowledge, the know-how, the experience. You know what I mean? Like when people are living in places where they know the weather is sporadic and they're able to see certain signs and let them know, okay, it's time to get out of this area and go somewhere else. Likewise, when you see trends in the world, changing, jobs of the future changing, jobs of today changing, you have to pivot. It's simple. It's not like, it's just you got to pivot. So, do you know what blockchain technology is? That's very important going into this fourth industrial revolution, to this digital
Yeah,
age.
yeah.
So
Ain't nobody.
if you don't know what that is, you know what I mean? Then it's time to, educate yourself. If you don't know what digital assets are, it's time to educate yourself. Do you have a crypto portfolio? Do you have digital asset portfolio? That's just important as having gold. And there's so many other things that you could be doing to prepare, but
Exactly.
that's you individually. Now, in terms of group dynamics, that's a different conversation because most black people aren't interested in blockchain technology or the future or the trends. They worried about putting food on the table. Right now, food is high as hell. We all probably complaining about that right now. You know what I mean? So people worried about, just their job, going to work every day, their car repair issues, having a reliable car. And so they're not paying attention until to the future. And they're not making these important investments. I recently fell all the way off, went broke, right? But for a while, my digital assets were able to carry me. Me investing 1,000 here, 1,500 here, 2,000 here was able to carry me because that would turn into 60,000, 50,000, 40,000, 15, whatever it may have been at the time. So that was able to carry me over for a while. I was able to live off of that for a while. You know what I mean? And so it's all about, being ingenuitive as well. You know, um, I don't really, I've never really had like a mainstream job. I'm not in corporate America or anything. So I have to be creative in the ways that I make money and nothing illegal, but I have to be creative. You know what I mean? It's times that, we was talking years ago, bro, like I had to start filing my own lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? Like learn the law. To civil law is not that hard to learn. So if you come across a bad business dealings with a partner or whatever, you're able to sue and get your money. Recover from that from certain losses that you take. If you're at a job, do you know you have rights at that job? I was fired from a job that wrongfully terminated me. I didn't want to pay an attorney. I didn't want him to get some of that money. I fought. I got that money. And this is just recently. Again, you know, filed two lawsuits against the company that wrongfully terminated me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into the details, but I'm just saying it's things that you can do out here. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know you have rights, and that's the important thing about being an American. They're trying to take a lot of that away. So while you still have that, take full advantage. Take full advantage. Do you have an LLC set up? Ankh was talking when I first started coming back on board these shows a month and a half or so ago, was talking about getting your affairs in order to get federal contracts, etc. Right? So do you have an LLC? Do you have a corporation set up? The way you fight out here in this society, in this world, is through your companies. You be violent through your companies. This is the lesson from Rockefeller. This is the lesson from all these businessmen that fought through their LLCs, fought through their companies. Stop signing everything in your name. Stop doing everything in your name. Do it in your company. So that way you can file lawsuits. You can fight when somebody does you wrong. in business. So I'm just saying, like, it's no one way to go about it. Use every resource that you have in order to adapt to make it over. I'm saying because you're competing in these communities. Most of us live in urban communities. You know what I mean? Some of us probably, doing a little bit better than others. But on average, black people, they're in urban communities. They're in Detroit, Michigan. They're in, these urban areas. They're in Chicago, in the inner city, on the south side. They're in Baltimore. They're in DC, wherever you at. If you're in inner city Atlanta, you're competing against people. You have new demographics that have moved into these areas. The people that's in this area that I spoke about earlier, that have these pickup trucks and have these skills as engineers and skilled tradesmen. 5 years from now is going to be a new demographic here because they're going to have risen up to middle class and high middle class. But they're going to have their businesses are going to be thriving and flourishing. They're going to move out of these places that they're in right now, and they're gonna be homeowners and all of that. Meanwhile, black people still gonna be here talking about angry. I was in the hood this summer cooking, right? Had got a little food stand. That's another thing you can do. I had it on a residential street. I was making $200 a day, right? Just cooking hamburgers and selling chips and pops and stuff like that, right? I did that to kind of carry me through for a little while. You know what I mean? And it didn't really work out like I wanted it to, but I was just testing it out because next summer then that allows me to go get a food truck. And I established the brand already. Food trailer, not a truck, but a food trailer. If I choose to open open up shop again in the spring, I've got that option now. But I'm saying all those guys that were out there, some of them killers, some of them doing this and some of them doing that. I saw the hunger in their eyes as they're looking for victims. And I'm from the hood, so I recognize all of that. I seen them starving. I seen them hungry because the drugs and stuff. It ain't like it used to be. It ain't the 80s and the 90s no more. Even the 2000s, things have changed. They busting a lot of these loads that's coming in. That's why they're using all the synthetic drugs now. So even that game is not what it used to be. Even the stick up game, who you gonna rob now? Then when it goes digital, as a guy who just wants to just be in the hood or sister that just wants to be out here in the hood and you don't have your affairs in order and everything goes digital, how you gonna make money then? How are you gonna do this digital transaction with this individual? Then when you do these digital transactions, you're gonna have to verify what is this for? What is this about? The banking system has changed. Do you know what Fed Now is? Was a pilot program in 2022, in June of 2022. Did you know anything about that? Do you know anything about a CBDC or a programmable stablecoin? If you don't know anything about, it's time to it's time to step
Yeah,
back
you can't even. Hey,
and educate yourself.
you can't even get it. You can't even get a job just walking up into a factory somewhere. You got to get a job online. Like you got to
Exactly.
apply for application online and everything. You can't just walk up
Exactly.
to a place like, "Can I get a job?"
And then there's the universal background checks that they're doing now, all through AI. So in the past, my people with felons, my people with, horrible backgrounds, but I love you. And you know what I mean? Like, I want to see you win. But I'm just saying, they got higher right. They got all these AI. Most of these jobs are using AI to go through your background thoroughly to make sure they don't miss anything. And so that's a way to, okay, eliminate the competition. And they can get, and some of them, they might be a little bit lenient because people don't want to work no more. But I'm just saying that's another obstacle in your way, which is almost forces you to kind of do things in a non-traditional sense, start your own job, etc. But guys don't even want to do that. There's no way that a Hispanic should be able to come into it. And it's not, I appreciate them and I love them because it's competition. Don't get me wrong. But it's no way an ethnic group should be able to move into your neighborhood and start killing them off the food or whatever they doing immediately like that and come up like that. And none of you are able to do that or willing to do that. How? How does this happen? So in a lot of ways, Lex Fortes, you can answer your own question, bro. A lot of this is common sense, but it also starts with me individually. What am I doing? You know what I mean? But we can talk, this is not really the show for that, but we can,
Well,
we can get
and
into
that
that.
after that dialogue of superiority, knowing how to navigate blockchain and understanding the universal background checks Ain't no running. How they say, you can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
this is like
shit!
in the
Hold
Levant.
on, who is Cube? Hey, what name is Cube going under these days in the chat? I'm slow. But did anybody know? Hey, Cube, where you at, man? I know you in there. Somebody talking to you. Take Brooks. Who? What name is Cube hiding under? Is it? Is it? It can't. Let me see.
Bro, sound jealous, bro. You see some guy in the chat talking about Nazir sound jealous. No, I'm
Man, don't feed
observing.
into that.
You ain't hear me say I love them. It's competition. It's not personal. I'm a businessman. This is
Take
this is
Brooks.
this
Who
is
is
not
Cube?
personal, bro. This is competition. I'm all for it.
Outside the Cube, where? I don't see his name in there though. Is it? Well, I don't see it. Hold on. I can't see it. He must be blocked or something. He must be blocked over here. Let me see. I know that's his name. I don't see his name right here. How you see him? I don't see him. Mm, nope. Ain't no outside the cube. Y'all see outside the cube in there? Nope. Kinetic energy, that ain't it. Anyway, somebody said apes don't be in trees. You made that up. Get that straight. Let's get that straight. Apes do. Yeah, certain apes do. And all apes have the ability to climb trees. You got it. You can climb trees, can't you?
Who said apes don't be in trees? Chimpanzee show
Hey,
being
Oh
man,
shit.
they been arguing you up and
Yeah,
down for
man.
this stuff for years, man. It
Oh
never
man.
ended, man.
they crazy. They
Cruel
must have
apes,
watched
man,
they
like
must have
gibbons.
watched National Geographic. They must have never watched National Geographic ever in their life if they say apes don't be in trees.
So arboreal apes, man, like gibbons, right? They in trees. They spend most of their time in trees.
Yeah, chimps be in trees. Chimps,
Orangutans
yeah,
spend a significant amount of time in
time
trees.
tree.
Last time I
Yep.
checked.
I
You got
never
your hold on.
even
Let me say this. You got your ground dwelling apes too, like the gorillas, chimpanzees, bonobos, right? They primarily terrestrial, okay, but
Yeah,
they
but they
do
be in
spend
trees.
some of their
They be in
time in
trees though.
trees.
Trees. Yeah, they be in the trees.
Yeah, for
Especially,
food,
especially
safety,
chimps.
rest, all that. All right. Now humans, we like exclusively terrestrial. We don't live in trees unless you got a tree house. You can definitely build a tree house. Anyway,
And
I
we
just
are,
wanted to clear that up right there.
and we still are excellent climbers. You know, so
Excellent
we
climbing
got that,
all day long.
we got that rotating shoulder bone. You know what I'm saying?
You can do
uh,
all that.
I'm just trying to
So
see what's the alternative to evolution, because I guess their
yeah, they got no
alternative
other.
is we all came from a man, because that's what was
Oh,
out there permeating prior to evolution, was we all came from a man. It was very
yep.
patrilineal in its methodology and its approach. So why they not debating that? Like they
I don't
debating this
know.
evolution thing. Like
I don't
did we all
know.
come from a man? How did that happen? How did we get here? We all came from a man?
And I tell you what's funny. Prior to you came out the Garden of Eden. It's the craziest thing ever. Is wild. So okay, we got these experts right here, right? I'm gonna drop the website again. Then I'm gonna drop the link. Get into some healthy conversation. Don't come on here with the flam, Reneva. We ain't doing none of that. We don't got time for that. We need to teach. So, their first expert is Jay Richards. Okay, who the hell is Jay Richards? Jay Richards. Let's see. Jay Richards. Jay Richards. Y'all see that, right? Can we see Jay Richards? Do we see it? I'm gonna put this right here so I can get this close. Hold on. Um, let me see. All right. I'm gonna get to Jay Richards.
And I'm probably like a lot of people in the chat, bro. A part of me doesn't want to accept evolution. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I'm just being real with you. That's the pseudo, a deep down pseudo, raised in the church, Christian, the Bible. I'm just saying, bro.
I
Part of me is
remember.
like, no,
I
no,
remember.
intelligent design is the way, right? It's a part of me,
Yeah.
right? But then
Uh-huh.
it's another part of me that's more logical. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like this makes it makes sense. Look at the fossils. Look at the pattern of humans as you go back. You start to see like this pattern taking shape. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, damn. You know what I mean? So I can't
It's
argue against it.
it's humans are crazy, bro. It's like you could look, you could sit we could sit here and look at a zebra and a horse and say they related. We could sit here and look at a house cat and a tiger and we know they related. But when we look at stuff that look like us, oh, that ain't us, that ain't me. We
Yeah,
start
it's
seeing stuff
crazy,
with
right?
we start seeing stuff with thumbs and
So
stuff
here
that
you
just
go,
look
Jay
like neighbor.
Richards. Jay, Jay Richards, all right? He's an executive editor of The Stream. It says he is an assistant research professor in the School of Business and Economics at the Catholic University of America and a senior fellow at the Discovery Institute. Okay, that's your man right there. Now let's see who this guy really is, man. We're gonna pull a coattails. That's what we do around here. We pull coattails. We pull coattails and we want to get right to it. We want to get right to it. We want to make sure that we're getting pegged right. And show you how we do it. All right. We can start right here. Here you go. Jay Richards. Bing. Who the hell is Jay Richards? All that focus intersects in politics, philosophy, and religion. Okay. Kevin, we read all that. Here you go. The Stream and Senior Fellow at Discovery, like the Senior Fellow. It's a term they use, right? I mean, like intellectual and all that Senior Fellow. When you talking about science, I'm a Senior Fellow. So get out. Look, they playing y'all. Let's click it on. See the click. So y'all can see this. The Discovery Institute. We got them cheating. The Discovery Institute is the DI. Discovery Institute is a politically conservative think tank that advocates the pseudo-scientific concept of intelligent design. Man, anti-evolutionists, whole 9 yards. Revenue, look, the revenue. Look at this. You just was talking about resources, wasn't you? 7,637,803. Expenses. Oh man, they spent a lot of it. 6,865,358. There you go. I want y'all to take a look at it so you know what it look like in real time. Here you go. This is what it look like. Look like this. This is Discovery Institute. Look, and guess who they supporting? Trump. Why Trump was the candidate for education and freedom. Look, because you know what? This proves the point. Where you at, Gullah? Where you at, Gullah? They want you to have, want you to throw the intelligent design in there. You get the point?
Oh yeah.
See, they want the foolery to go. But I want y'all to take this website. I want y'all to look on through it. This is what they try to use against y'all. So you got to know what they use against y'all so you can defeat them. Boom. There you go. Man, we got him. We caught him cheating. Got him. There you go. Okay, let's move on to the next guy. All right. We catch them. They be cheating around here, yo. They be playing with us. All right. Let me get to the next one. Okay. The next one. The next expert. John G. West, Vice President, Senior Fellow, the Seattle-based Discovery Institute. Let's look him up. Let's make sure. John West. See you at John West. There you go. John West. He's a Senior Fellow at the Seattle-based Discovery Institute. There you go. Got him cheating. Associate Director and Vice President of Public Policy and Legal Affairs of its Center of Science and Culture. Don't that sound credible? Why do they use the word science, which serves as the main hub of the pseudo-scientific intelligent design movement? Let's click this on. Why do they keep using the word science? Here you go. Look, there you go. Look, see how they do it? Center for Science and Culture. Ain't no damn science. Focus. Intelligence Nine. We got them. We got them on tape.
Them must say conservative Christian think tank.
Yeah. See? So we got African Americans, not even Christians, in the chat right now supporting this foolery, the Center for Science and Culture, formerly known as the Center for Renewal of Science and Culture, is part of the Discovery Institute, a conservative Christian think tank, United States. Come on, man. Pseudo-scientific. It says the CSC lobbies for the exclusion of creationism, see, in the form of intelligent design, ID, and public school science curriculum as an explanation for the origins of life and the universe while trying to cast doubt on the theory of evolution. Got 'em. These positions have been rejected by many in the scientific community, which identifies intelligent design as pseudoscientific neo-creationism, whereas the theory of evolution is the accepted scientific consensus. Yeah, we on them. Trying to tell y'all. That's your boy right there. It's your man John. John G. West, you're scamming. We got him.
What science are they doing though? Like what?
No, they were Lex Vortex Science. Richard, let's see what's up with Richard. He's also a PhD professor at the California State University. None of them had degrees in the field you need to have. He is the author of multiple books examining the historical impact of social Darwinism and other ideologies, including from Darwin to Hitler, evolutionary ethics, eugenics, and racism in Germany. Come on, Richard. Richard, you're playing with us, Rich. You're miseducating us, Richard. Yes, he is. Here you go, Mr. Richard. California State University. There you go. Advocate for intelligent design, senior fellow at the Center of Science and on the Discovery Institute. There you go. Joined the editorial board, Access Research Network. Look, the Access Research Network is an American nonprofit organization that report on science, technology, and society from intelligent design perspective. What in the hell is going on? Let's take a look at it so we can get our eyes on this. There you go. Man, you got a cheap website. Like Evolution News, you would actually think the Evolutionary News was really this. Look, see, I really think, Evolution News ain't really about evolution. It's these the sites they come to attack us. Just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know. Look, Dawkins. They're gonna say Dawkins. Look. Atheist Richard Dawkins' intelligent design is a scientific hypothesis. Look, we ain't gonna read that because we know they tricking you.
Yeah.
Feel like getting tricked.
Yeah, Dawkins will have a fit if he's seen that book.
Fall out. Get the cuss somebody out, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, y'all got y'all blockchain. I got mine. Hey man, appreciate the cash app. Byron, man, appreciate the love, man.
These people that go to Christian University, Texas Christian University.
Let me get you in there. You say what?
I said this dude went to Texas Christian University.
Man, they scam me, yo. Why they gotta go through all this? I guess you gotta go through all this though to get past science. What else? Got you, Richie. Here we go. Who is this? Olumne?
He got a priest collar on.
He collared up. They always got the black guy, right? He ain't gonna have a credential. Yeah, he got a PhD in what? Is an executive director of the Center for Values in Chicago, okay, Nigeria, author of books, Reconciliation in Northern Nigeria, The Space for Public Apology. All right, let's see what you got cooking here. Where you at? Oh, he ain't even got no Wikipedia page. He on their page. He on Evolution News. Here you go. We can get him out of there for that. Oh man, we
Well,
what
he Yoruba by his name.
he got his book. Look, Darwin comes to Africa. Look, let me click it. Let's click it on. Here it go. Here it go. The lie, cheating. He need to stop that. He got the Catholic priest thing on. He ain't even going with the Catholic Church. He wild out for that. Darwin comes to Africa. Social Darwinism, British imperialism in Northern. Man, come on, man. Why the trick, yo? We read this the other day. Darwin and social Darwin. That was created after Darwin. Like, come on, man. But anyway, he's
Yeah,
selling the books.
it shouldn't even say Darwin. It just say social Darwinism. What it is. It ain't Darwin.
Right.
It ain't Darwin that did it.
Yeah, he got him up there looking wild. It's looking wild.
You know the cat that made the strongest argument years ago for intelligent design.
Who?
His name was David Berlinski. You don't really hear about him too much no more.
With the math
But
taking us out.
with the math,
Hey,
but you can't put
no,
it
he
in a
did.
computer.
He made that shit up,
And
man.
also now he did make a strong point about the transitional fossils.
No, he
That
didn't. He
that was
actually
a that
didn't.
was a strong point. You know what I
It
mean? But
wasn't. What's his name? What's his name?
David Berlinski.
I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah, he debated all the top dogs.
Nah,
He debated all of
David
them. Yep, David Berlinski.
David Burr, Lynn.
I think his first name is David Berlinski. I know his last name is Berlinski, but he debated all the. He's the one I used to argue against you with years ago.
Right. I know. I'm like, man, come on, yo. Your eyes was like, yeah, yo.
Like, yeah, these transitional fossils, man. Look where
I
they
was like, come on, man.
at.
I was like, man, I remember back in the day.
But yeah, but let's be fair though.
I ain't
Those
gonna
are
be
those
fair.
are some unanswered questions.
That's not true, yo.
No, that ain't true. Ain't really no
That ain't
such
true,
thing as
yo.
transitional
Right.
fossils.
Everything is in trend.
It's transitional. You got transitional species. Like no
Where
transitional.
are the transitional fossils? Where your sources?
David Belowski. It says is a controversial figure in the scientific community. All right. Okay. 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 While he is a mathematician, okay, so he can really trick you with that, and a philosopher with
Yeah.
legitimate, hold on, academic credentials, that's how they really get you. He is often criticized for his association with intelligent design movement, which many scientists consider pseudoscientific. Why some consider him pseudoscientific? He's a pseudo dude. He supported intelligent design, but Belowski is a senior fellow. Anyway, man, whatever. He's a senior
All
fellow
I'm
at
saying
the
is
Discovery Institute.
if he's the competition more
For
so than
who?
these other gentlemen that you.
No, he not in there. He worked for the same spot, the same people. Yo, come on with that, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying he brings the most validity.
He does
You
not,
feel me?
man.
That's why
No,
if
he
you
does
remember on the
not.
Joe Rogan show recently, they had Terrence
No,
Howard
look,
on there,
here you
right?
go. Look, here you go. Terrence
And
Howard was even work. Look, look, look,
no,
look.
I'm just saying they brought somebody on there that had credentials to be able to explain to Terrence Howard.
Beat
You
him
feel what I'm
up.
saying?
Beat him up. I remember that. What about it?
I'm just saying so Berlinski would be to me the upper echelon of
Pseudos.
the debate for against evolution. He would be the person I would go to
Oh, yeah, yeah.
if
And
I was
lose.
trying to argue against evolution.
Well, here goes Wikipedia page, man. Okay. All right. A proponent. He say an opponent of evolution. He is a senior fellow, the Discovery Institute, Center for come on, man. Why would he be in that? Which promotes pseudoscientific idea. All right, man. We gotta get him out of here, bro. Like, we not doing that. Opposition to evolution. Look, what you want me to do?
Yeah,
What you want me to do?
He went to Stanford too. That's
Went
crazy.
to Stanford messing up. He must got a lot of money to mess that up. Well, god dang. Woo wee. All right, the last person. Palomia Newark. Am I saying that right? Newkirk. Where's she at? What is this at?
Hey, Pamela.
Pamela. Yeah, Pamela. I couldn't even see that. Pamela Newkirk. Here you go. She's definitely a PhD. In what though? I mean, I see where she at. Eyes wide open.
You
She's
say
a
he look like?
journalist.
Hey, you
Cover
Doc,
say
up.
he look like a
Dr.
pseudo.
Seuss.
What do a pseudo look like?
Doctor,
Like this. Look. Eyes
doc,
closed. She lying.
hey, she Dr. Seuss, yo.
Dr. Seuss.
A pseudo got a look.
Yeah, yo, they be fighting hard for no reason. Pick up the inside of the cube though, yo. I gotta figure out how you got blocked out. That's funny as hell, yo. Oh man, yo.
She sings so sincere though.
Uh, this is crazy. Anyway, we done ran through all the experts, yo, and we have rendered that complete foolery. Just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be doing the human zoo. Now back to the video. Here you go. So yes, they got all kind of stuff in here for you. They got evolution news. They got intelligencedesign.org. Hey, we go right to the website. Oh man, go to the site. Here you go. This is it. Look, see? Look, got the wings. They got you set up. Y'all can run through here and swear evolution ain't real. Look, scientists support intelligent design. Scientists did whatever. Yeah, I got all that. Look. Secret of cells. Look, molecule machine. Math virus dog. That's your man. It's your man right here, yo. It's your man's. Look, it's your man's. Right? Ain't that him, yo? Oh, stop that. Damn. Let me go back. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, that's your man, yo.
Darwin recognized.
Anyway, so yeah, they all making it up, having fun. But if you're not
They do be
educated on the
trying to
subject, you
they
got
do be trying to use it to us. Yeah, the experts ain't agreeing with evolution. These the experts.
yeah, got him where I want him at, coach. So this is why the damn the Egyptian conversation is so hard, yo. Right? Because you can't get past the human zoo thing. Now, if we go to talk about the human zoo, yeah, that was wild. The whole thing was out of order, bananas, crazy. But don't let them use that situation to further miseducate you. Okay? And that's what they're doing. They're pulling at your heartstrings at that point. All right? Let me see if I can find it. I want to find this for y'all. So y'all can get a good overlook of. So yeah, the human zoo. All right,
They
y'all
had
see the pictures? Go
they
ahead.
had the Sami
St. Louis
tribe.
World's Fair. Huh?
I said they had the Sami tribe up there too. It wasn't just like dark black people. They had like
Yeah, like right
any
here.
yeah.
The Arat, the Igrat displayed during the St. Louis World Fair.
Oh
All
damn,
right.
that's Forest Park, St. Louis. What?
Yep, the Paris World Fair, natives of Terra del Fuego. Look, man, Paris, they had, boy, they wasn't playing. Yeah, see? Here you go. Y'all know who this is. Bartman. Sarah J. Bartman. Remember her? Hottie Top, called the Hottie Top Venus. Because of her butt. See how they played that? It was horrible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Born to Khoisan family. She was displayed in Europe cities in the early 19th century. Oh man, Hottie Tots. Look. Man, how you look. Man. Look, man, crazy. Look at it. Look. Wild representation, ain't it, y'all? See?
Basically, damn near their version of thoughts to that modern day thoughts.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, that was the perverts.
Poster for an anthropological exhibit in Paris, 1870. Here's another one. Carl Hagenbeck show, 1886. Had a show. Man, they had a whole show. Look, put you in the zoo, boy. They was really wilding out. Otaga Bangad, a human exhibit in 1906, age 23, height 4 foot, 11 inches. Think he ended up living in a museum for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, he committed suicide too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Man. Bro. Oh, the paper not found. Damn. I wanted to play that for y'all. Horrible, bro. There you go. This makes up our thumbnail, right? There you go. It's the whole thing. Here's some more. Grand Colonial exhibit. This is Japan. Huh. You see it's written in Japanese, don't you? You see that, don't you?
Who on display, huh? Who was that?
Shoot. It ain't saying. The Grand Colonial exhibit at 10 Najo Park. That's definitely in
Oh, okay.
Japan.
But those are Asians on display?
I don't know.
It said indigenous Taiwanese.
Okay.
Okay.
Where you said that?
Go up, let's say the Taiwanese. They'll see three.
Yeah, here you go.
indigenous
3 indigenous
ones.
Taiwanese. Man, they was doing it all colonial. This is wild. Look, crazy. So it wasn't just black people. I want to bring it to the forefront. All right. Crazy. Filipinas. An exhibit showcasing the beautiful artwork at Filipinos. Here you go. Huh. That's a tomb of Justice Lenga. Modern art project replica of the 1914 Congo village expedition. Oslo. Oh man, 2014. That's a replica. Man. So, all in the name of science, huh? Crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this link for y'all, man. Let me drop the link, man.
Hey, Unc or Gullah, do you believe that this advanced us in any way? Similar to a lot of the studies that they used to do, like with racial surgeries, to try to figure out if somebody's brain was bigger than the other one or this, that. Like all of this type of stuff. Did any of this advance us in
It was
any way?
actually
Is there any positivity in all of this negative that we see?
it was really a barrier for real. But you know the barrier becomes the way though. You get it? Meaning it had him messed up because it's counterintuitive. So it really didn't help you, put you on the wrong trail. You get it? Like it was you went with the eyeball test and all that. And so it didn't help. It really if not for Charles Darwin, they'd still been scrambling trying to figure it out.
So why do you have individuals saying that Charles Darwin actually impeded or hurt science with what he was doing in this regard?
Because he definitely wasn't doing none of this. Actually, his theory speaks against all this. He ain't even come to America because he couldn't stand slavery. Yeah, he thought all humans was the same.
Yeah, social Darwinism was started by his racist cousin.
Yeah, Galton, his second cousin Galton.
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
So he publicly disagreed with his.
Yeah. I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up for you. Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead. Flame us for a minute.
Darwin come from an abolitionist family.
All right, what's up? Peace, y'all.
What do you want to talk? What's your question, brother?
I just like to share my screen. I got a couple of sources I'd like to share, if that's okay, and hopefully we can have. I come in peace.
No, you
hopefully don't. I don't get censored or insulted.
Yeah, you will. You won't get insulted. You definitely get censored.
Is your sources from the Center of Science and Culture?
Oh, they're from Darwin, sir. Is Darwin's own writing and words? Is that considered a source here?
Not the way you about to twist it up.
Yeah, sometimes them
you about to twist it up.
Sometimes them little fluky websites trying to twisting up Darwin words.
All right, so the first thing the first thing I want to show you, if you share my screen,
I'm gonna let you rock, yo. And
let me tell y'all watching, this is going to be classic. You're about to find out why Ankh refuses to debate me.
Hey, yo, what's your source?
Let me know when the screen's up.
It's up, but send a source to me before you do it.
No, this is just.
Nope. Put it in the side chat, in the private chat.
This is not what I'm using.
Can you copy and paste that, sir, and put that in the side chat. So while you're doing your thing, I
Okay.
want to look over it. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
See what you're doing to us.
All
Some
right.
kind of game you're playing, because I know it's a game.
Okay.
Pay
We'll see.
attention.
Y'all pay close attention.
Pay close attention to him.
I'm gonna put this in the private chat for you.
Thank you, brother.
Now watch this, y'all. This is gonna be an epic pseudo conversation. All right, you still got me shared?
Hold on, go ahead and share you right now, yo. You crazy, yo. There you go.
Okay. Y'all see this?
Which
This
one? Okay.
is this picture right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where this comes from and who it is? But you don't. This is Heckle.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy named Heckle. You see right here the chimpanzee, the gorilla, the orangutan, and this little thing called the nigger right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was done by Heckle, this guy right here.
Okay.
Now, let me stop this and share some Darwin with you. And
what's the context? What's the context of that picture, though?
That is the context of how he was explaining human evolution. That art, the pictures that was depicted, was his way of explaining the human evolutionary tree with apes and humans, and that's why you see the apes or whatever and the nigger there on that tree. You get it? Or you want me to
but I'm saying, I mean, the year.
Do you want me to? I'm about to show you. I'm going to show up.
Okay,
You
all
can
right, no
pull up
problem.
Heckle. But before I wanted to show you that for a reason, because that's what was going on. But let me take you to your boy Darwin real quick. Let me share this.
Was Heckle a contemporary, or was he a partner with Darwin?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Now
he was supportive of Charles Darwin theory of evolution by natural selection.
Now check it out. This is Darwin Online, y'all. So this is his work. So I just want to read this real quick. Y'all gotta have some patience. I know, we're living in the new age of quick, instant stuff, but okay. So let's read. I'm gonna start from page 200 here. This is the descent of man. At the period and place, whenever and wherever it may have been, when man first lost his hairy covering, he probably inhabited a hot country. Now I'm reading. Now this is what I want to show y'all, with all due respect.
Hold on, bro. All right, go ahead. That's a good source right there. Online Darwin, right? Great source. Go ahead.
I want to show y'all, in my opinion, with all due
respect. That's
respect.
Online Darwin joint, right?
Yes.
Good source Darwin for everybody. Online. Put that link in there too while you're at it. I want everybody to do that. All right. So I'm trying to fill out the Heckle thing though. What's the Heckle?
I'm trying. Bro, can you let me?
Now take your time. Let me get Cube. I can't believe Cube is blocked. Damn, Cube. All right, let me work you in here, Cube.
At the period and place, whenever and whatever it may have been, when man first lost his hairy covering, he probably inhabited a hot country, and this would have been.
I pinned the link, Cube. Huh?
I don't know what's going on, man.
Go ahead, man.
Where was I at? All right, man, probably inhabited. And this would have been favorable for fugiferous diet, on which, judging from analogy, he subsisted. We are far from knowing how long ago it was when man first diverged from the catathine stock, but this may have occurred at an epoch as remote as the Eocene period, for the higher apes had diverged from the lower apes as early as the upper Miocene period, as shown by the existence of the Dryopithecus. We are also quite ignorant at how rapid a rate organisms, whether high or low in scale, may under favorable circumstances be modified. We know, however, that some have retained the same form during an enormous lapse of time. From what we see going on under domestication, we learned that within the same period, some of the co-descendants of the same species may be not all at all changed, some a little and some greatly changed. Thus, it may have been with man, who has undergone a great amount of modification in certain characters in comparison with the higher apes.
Mm-hmm.
The great break in the organic chain between man and his nearest allies. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this is when I need the audience out there. I need y'all to pay close attention.
I read that, but go ahead.
Which cannot be bridged over by any extinct or living species, has often been advanced as a great objection to the belief that man is descended from some lower form. But this objection will not appear of much weight to those who, convinced by general reasons, believe in the general principle of evolution. Breaks incessantly occur in all parts of the series, some being wide, sharp, and defined, others less so in various degrees, as between the orangutan and its nearest allies, between the Tarsius and the other Lumeridae, between the elephant and in a more striking manner between the Ornithorhynchus or Echidna or other mammals. Now here's where it gets. But all these breaks depend But
Go
all
ahead,
these
yo.
breaks depend merely on a number of related forms which have become extinct. At some future period, not very distant as measured by centuries, the civilized races of man will almost certainly exterminate and replace throughout the world the savage races.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, the anthropomorphous apes, as Professor Schaffhausen, now y'all need to go look up that professor too, but that's another time I'll do that, has remarked, what will no doubt be exterminated. The break will then be rendered wider, for it will intervene between man in a more civilized state, as we may hope, than the Caucasian, and some ape as low as the baboon, instead of at present between the Negro or Australian and the gorilla.
Freeze, yo. Freeze
With
for a minute.
respect to the absence of hold on, I'm getting to something here. With respect to the absence of fossil remains serving to connect man with his ape-like progenitors,
What
no
book
one
is
will
it?
lay much stress on the fact who will read Cersei Lyles. That's another guy you got to look up. See, I'm telling you, though, they don't do proper research. You got to look up who he's quoting to
Yo, can you just
understand.
send me that though? Can you send me that for me though? I know it's Darwin online. What book is you reading from though? So if I go to Darwin online, what should I do? What
Let
shall
me
I do?
put it in the back, bro.
No, I got it. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this for you. Hold on. Then we're gonna let you get back to what you're doing.
I just posted it.
I know you I got that already. Look, I'm right here. What I click on? You see it? What you want me to click on? What I click on? What you want me to do? Publications, manuscripts,
So the
what?
link to where I'm exactly at is in the private chat.
Okay. All right.
Right.
All righty. All righty, because I know you. Yeah. Okay, got you. Okay, we there.
All
Let me
right.
take. Let me get you back up. Let me get you back up. All right, you right. That ain't you, is it? Nope. That's you. That's you. You see it?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. So
Flip.
you see here,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what Unc says, y'all,
I ain't say
here
nothing.
Charles Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We'll be at page 222.
now we on 201. 201.
201.
That's where we started right here. See that page 201.
Yeah, I'm there.
So
And you
so
where?
listen, so
Where the extinction at? Where that's at? That was up in the middle with respect to the absence of fossil remains? Nope. Where
what did we do?
where's it going extinct at? Where that's at? What page was that, bro?
That was 200,
200.
I believe. You go further back up.
All right,
So
I'm
as
up
we
there.
continue, he clearly says here that there will be a gap between the Caucasian and other races, just like there's a gap between the gorillas and the orangutans. And he clearly says the civilized races. Let me start right back there. But all these breaks depend merely on the number of related forms which have become extinct. At some future period, not very distant, as measured by centuries, the civilized races of man, not plants, because Ankh used to try to lie and say he was talking about plants, y'all. This is talking about men, about humans.
What page? What
The
page you on?
civilized race.
What page? 201?
It says 201 right here on the
All right.
joint. See that?
Uh-huh.
Ankh used to try to lie and say this was talking about plants for all y'all followers out there. You see, this is clearly not talking about plants. Now listen, the civilized races of men will almost certainly exterminate and replace throughout the world the savage races. Now, how they're telling you that I'm misinterpreting that, well, we're gonna see what they say, and you'll see how they twist. This is clear language, what he's saying, right? At the same time, the anthropomorphous apes, as Professor Schaffhausen has remarked, now he's referencing another professor, will no doubt be exterminated. So he's making a comparison between what happened to apes and lower apes as he's talking about the civilized races of man and the savage races and how those apes were exterminated. Listen close. The break will then be rendered wider. Now he's talking about the gap in evolution, y'all. You don't gotta have a doctor degree to understand this, and these guys can't twist and turn it unless you're church members who want to listen to a pastor and you don't read the Bible for yourself. I'm reading Darwin for y'all for yourselves. If you deny this, you're a denier of truth. Now listen, the break will then be rendered wider, but there's a bomb coming here, for it will intervene between man in a more civilized state, as we may hope, than the Caucasian, and some ape as low as a baboon, instead of as present between the Negro or Australian and the gorilla. With respect to the absence of fossil remains serving to connect man with his ape-like progenitors, and I'm almost there. We got like a couple of more, just this paragraph and then down here. No one will lay much stress on this fact who will read Sir C. Lyell's discussion, in which he shows that in all the vertebrate classes, the discovery of fossil remains has been an extremely slow and fortuitous process. Nor should it be forgotten that those regions which are the most likely to afford remains connected man with some extinct ape-like creature have not as yet been searched by geologists. Lower stages in the geology of man, we have seen that the man appears to have diverged from the Catahine or Old World division of the Simidae. After these had diverged from the New World division, we will now endeavor to follow the more remote traces of his genealogy, trusting in the first place to the mutual affinities between the various classes and orders, with some slight aid from the periods as far ascertained. Now, this is what I want to get to. Of their successive appearance on the earth, the Lumeridae stand below and close to the Simidae, constituting a very distinct family of primates, or according to Haeckel, a distinct order. Who is that, y'all? Oh, wait a minute. Let me bring it back.
Those are monkeys. Those
Hold
are
up.
monkeys.
No, sir. This is what I'm talking about. Who is he referring to? Let me reshare it for you. Let me reshare it for you. So
Well,
not
hold
only,
on.
no, wait,
I'm
bro.
with you,
Come
bro.
on.
I'm with you, bro.
Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
not going against you. I'm
I
with
know,
you
but hold
with what
on,
he's saying.
hold on. Just so he's referring to Haeckel. All right, who's Haeckel? Ba-boom, ba-boom. The same Haeckel who put the nigger on the tree with this ape, chimpanzee, and orangutan. And he's saying refer to Haeckel to what he's talking about, sir. So not only did he say that the gap would be widening between the civilized races who will exterminate the savage races, which are human beings, not plants, he refers to Haeckel and also Lyles. Go look up Lyles. These are all racists. And he is referencing them for his work and his explanation. So go ahead and explain why he has a nigger on a tree with an orangutan, a gorilla, and a chimpanzee. And Charles Darwin is referencing his work in this statement, sir.
Well, can I make a
I
statement real quick?
got two
Hold
questions.
on, wait a minute. Let me answer the question. So, are you saying that Charles Darwin agreed with everything this man wrote and put forth? Is that what you're trying
No,
to
So that's
say?
I'm saying
that's Charles
no.
Darwin writing that.
Answer the question.
I ain't
Are
no.
you
I'm
saying
saying
that Charles Darwin agreed with everything this man wrote and
no.
every picture he ever did?
No, I'm saying
Okay,
that
so
is
there's
this.
there's
Hold
your
up.
answer then. There's
No,
your
no, it's
answer.
not. See, y'all. I told
There's your
y'all.
answer.
You see what he's doing? Listen, bro.
I'm
In
gonna let Cube get in there.
what he's referencing, he's using
Man, so what? So Heckle got
No,
some things right and got some things wrong. What you want me to
no.
say? What do you want me to do?
I want you to be honest for once in your
Man,
life.
I'm saying the man got some things to treat. The picture is clearly wild. I don't gotta fight that.
All
It's
right, so
clearly wild, brother.
So what did Darwin mean when he made these references? He said refer to Heckle in terms of what I'm talking about, and he just said he was going to exterminate the savage races, and the
Hey,
gap
so
would be
what? So what's your
widened.
point though? Does that refute evolution?
Here's the point.
I'm
Y'all,
asking. Hold on.
hold on.
Listen. No, I let you talk and I didn't interrupt you.
Well, you didn't.
Wait
You
a minute.
didn't
Wait
let
a
Does
me
minute.
really
any of that
land. You
refute
haven't let me land
evolution?
my plane.
Wait,
You haven't let
wait.
me
We
land.
missing. We
You
missing.
your plane is done. You landed. The wheels and fell off the
We
motherfucker.
missing the context though, man. That's why I asked for
Oh my
context.
God! Now I can't read. I don't tell me
Oh,
the
bro, come on,
context
man. You're loud. Why are you so loud?
I'm
Relax
I'm
yourself.
trying to understand that
because it
picture.
Hold
You
on.
upset.
I'm
put a,
just trying
hold
to
on,
let him
wait.
know.
You put a
Does
Liars.
this
picture.
refute?
Wait.
Hold on.
You put a
No,
picture
Nazi,
up
let me get my
with
point
no
across.
date, no no nothing. Where's the?
I'm gonna
We
let him
don't know
play
what
all
that
that.
is.
I just want to know, does that mess up? Does that mean evolution ain't real? Does it mean it's
It
non-scientific? All
means
that shit you just
no.
read
Hold up.
doesn't mean that.
No, that's
Answer
not
the
why I
question.
brought that up.
So
I
why'd
brought
you
that,
no, but that's the
bro.
conversation
Hey,
we had.
no,
Bro,
no.
hold
The
on, hold on.
conversation.
He's
The
trying to
conversation.
get you to say that Darwin was
No,
racist,
hold
and
up.
the
Let
truth.
me tell
So
you.
what? He could have been
I can tell
yeah,
you better
okay,
than
hold on. Yeah, he was racist. Go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Charles Darwin was racist. He
no,
fit right in his time comfortably.
the
So now
reason,
what?
what I'm saying,
Now,
y'all.
did you hear me? Did you hear me?
All
He
right,
used
now.
racist terminology and all that. So
All
now we
right.
can move forward. Now, what's your point? You
The
finally
point
got
is
it out of me. Now what?
now the point. Okay, I'm
What's your
glad you
point?
finally
Does
admitted.
that render evolution
No, hold
non-scientific
on.
and his
That's not.
prediction wrong? That's
That's
what I'm
not.
not all knowing.
But I'm trying to tell you.
What are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying
All
to
right,
give you.
he used some wild words. Okay.
All right. So why have you been saying he wasn't
No,
all
we
this
talking about
time?
right now. We talking about right
All
now.
right. So
We
you've
talking
been
about with that
lying for 5
whatever,
years. All right. Now
whatever,
let's move on.
whatever. I don't feel
All right.
like
Let me.
arguing that point.
All
I
right.
want to rock with your point
All
right
right.
now.
So
I
I'm
like
about to
that.
tell
I
you.
like the fact that you just proved that Charles Darwin was a racist and used the language of his time like
I
he's supposed to
proved
speak a
more
whole
than
different
that,
language.
though. I
Appreciate you
proved
that.
more than that.
Calm it down. Whatever.
I'm
No, did
very
you prove that
calm,
evolution was wrong though?
bro. Let me.
Answer the question, bro. Why I gotta answer? I'm no longer answering your question.
His
You're not gonna
his
answer my
his
question.
his premise is because it was racist is wrong. You should question
Okay.
it.
All right,
No.
right.
If you
Yeah.
let
All
me
right. We'll
tell
move
you,
forward.
what's the big deal, bro? Like, like it's not gonna be that much time, huh? Y'all
Man,
was
you done already
showing.
did it.
No, I
Wait, bro.
didn't, because I want
You
to,
already went for 35
but I
minutes. I
want
get you
to
do a
tell
semi
you,
lecture, yo.
but I
So
want
now it's
to
time to
tell
break
you,
down the shit you said,
but
yo.
I
You
want to
can't keep
tell you
going.
why I showed it. I'm not gonna keep going.
Why did you show me that, Lex? Go
All
ahead.
right, that's when I just give me 30 seconds to tell you.
No, I'm not giving you 30 seconds.
All right, bro, because you know what's up. You're
No,
scared of me,
you're not
bro.
getting 30 seconds.
And it's
Stop yelling and
clear. You
screaming.
won't give me 30 seconds to tell you why I showed you this?
Just say it, Lex. Just get it out real
Bro, you
quick.
were
Get it
showing
out.
stuff
Let's
from
not
the
30
Discovery.
seconds because you already did a whole fake lecture. Go ahead.
You showing stuff from the Discovery Institute and saying, in the conversation we had yesterday, you were trying to say, oh, scientific racism didn't come from Charles Darwin. It came after him. And they knew they was practicing pseudo-science. No, Charles Darwin laid the foundation for it, sir. That's where it came from. That was my point. You were saying, they was practicing pseudoscience. Evolution had nothing to do with that. The foundation, the person who laid down evolution was foundationally racist. And I'm not saying it discredits everything in evolutionary theory, but it was foundationally racist, and it's still racist today, bro. You lied to the people.
Why you got to use that word, though, yo? Are you just trying to make me cuss you out or something or make me get wild? Why you got to use that such line? I'm lying. Do you know what you just said? I want you to agree or disagree. You're basically saying that Charles Darwin spurned scientific racism. That's what you're basically saying. That he was in support of scientific racism. That's what you're basically saying. Do we got that correct here? Because you're done. Once you answer this question, you're done. I did. Matter of fact, I threaten you to answer that question.
I just read it.
No, no, the hell with that. I'm asking you. As soon as you answer this question, you're dead, you're in checkmate, and you're finished. Are you saying that Charles Darwin, right, pushed forth scientific racism?
Yes, he did, but he didn't do it.
Now, hold on. Come on, Cube. Lex, is that what you're saying?
Man, it's clear what I showed.
Oh, you quiet. I bet you. I just threatened you.
It's clear.
That's a threat.
You're not dealing with what I showed you. You're upset.
I'm going to ask you one last time.
I am
Charles Darwin promotes scientific racism, yo.
I am he, bro. I just showed you.
What that now? Hey, yo, why aren't you answering the question?
Hey,
because you're
come on, Cube. Don't jump in that Cube. I'm gonna ask you again, bro. This is my last time asking you because you done made me answer questions and I did all that. When it comes to you don't want to answer a question.
You haven't addressed what I've shown.
I did, nigga. I say yeah, the nigga was racist. All right, so now what? What more you want me to say? He used the language of his time. So now what? I answered the question.
This is my question.
No, I'm about to kick you off. Now we're at the position where I kick this dude off. You know why I'm gonna kick him off? Because he won't answer questions. I answer his question. I say yeah. I said it. That's the answer. Yeah, the nigga was racist and a box of rocks and crackerjack. Yeah. Now, so my question to you is: are you saying that Charles Darwin, right, promoted and pushed scientific racism? That based off his evolutionary theory is what spawned the daggone scientific race. That's what you said, right? You said you read it. You said that. Look at him. Quiet. Boy, I threatened you. You better not answer that question. Now, there you go. You're done. There you have it. Now, you're done. Couldn't believe you couldn't even answer a simple question.
Why was you telling people that he was talking about?
No, I'm not answering no more questions from you. What I look like? This guy looks stupid.
You told people that he was talking about crazy. Bro, that's a lie. I don't mean
I'm not even listening to you. Since you won't answer my question, I'm not doing none of that. Everybody can clearly hear that you are flaming pseudo at this point because you won't answer the question. Cube, I'm gonna move on to you, Cube. Go ahead, Cube. What is it that you want to say?
Yeah, let me just offer a little bit of nuance when it comes to this, man, because I understand the argument. I've been on both sides of the argument. You know, what he's trying to say is when you say the statement, did he spawn the scientific racism?
Did they use his theory for scientific racism? All above.
But listen to what you just said. You said spawn. That means the beginning, the progenitor of. That means
yeah, that's what that nigga said.
No, but it means yes though. When you use that terminology, it means yes. But it doesn't mean that was his intent. So even when you take the person that created the atom bomb, it doesn't mean that they intended to kill millions and billions of people. But did it spawn?
I didn't say his theory. I said him.
No, yes, him. Yes,
no, so you saying Charles Darwin work did that, or was it the misunderstanding of Charles Darwin work?
Bro, listen,
get it straight, Cube.
I'm only talking about the work, bro. Listen, I'm straight 100% like Indian hell. When you say did it spawn it, that's the beginning of it. Did it spawn it? The answer is yes. Was that his intention? Me and you can agree and say no because I don't think that was his intention.
What is he? Q, what did he mean? What did he mean by?
Let me just say this. Let me just finish and say this. I don't think that was Charles Darwin's intention, but did he spawn it? You can't.
Man, nobody says that, yo. Nobody. So what?
Hey,
so you can spawn whatever you want to do, but it wasn't Charles Darwin work.
Real nigga,
yeah, this is like communism.
Hey, Gullah,
did you just come here? Hold on, you said what, yo? What you say to me just now?
Was a real one. You look at I said Cube was a real one because he's an atheist, but he's telling the truth, bro.
Hey,
Gullah, you cutting him off. I ain't listening to Cube neither. Cube don't agree with that. Cube can't prove that. Cube don't got no source to prove. They just talking with you. Both y'all in chambers right now. I just
read it. Tell me what he meant by civilized.
He was a racist. I told you that. No. Don't talk to me no more because you won't answer my damn question. At least Cube got some heart. You ain't got no heart. You're done. No heart.
Q kind of breaking it down like Karl Marx. Like Karl Marx, he didn't start communism, but his ideas and you know what I'm saying. I guess people picked it up.
Right.
No, you can't. No. Hold on. Wait, but Charles Darwin himself did not do that. Just because
Yeah,
you read my
that's what I'm
book and
saying.
jump over
He
and
was.
Ruth don't mean I did that. Just
But
because you mischaracter the same thing with Galton, his second cousin, mischaracterized his shit. But
bro,
that's not Darwin's fault.
but listen, listen, bro. I'm with you when you say that because I don't think that's what Charles
No,
Darwin really
nobody
did.
says that though, but this nigga.
We
No,
can
but
That's the
listen,
point.
but
And the
we
religious people
could
say that though, Q.
but
it's so
listen what
easy.
you missing, bro. Listen what you missing because listen, when we talk about Charles Darwin, I'm not one who thinks like that. But what you said, did Charles Darwin spawn it?
Charles Darwin.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying, bro, and I promise you're gonna get it if you hear me out.
No, I heard. Listen. That's not what that nigga was saying. Don't. You cannot mix me up, dog. I'm on top of this. This nigga is trying to act like the Charles Darwin theory started scientific racism. That's baloney. That's what
No,
that nigga said. Put everything in proper time and context. I'm gonna let you jump time and come on, yo.
I'm
Stop
not
that.
doing it. But see, hold on, I'm not doing
Do you
that.
know
I'm
when
using,
scientific racism was? Here,
bro.
I gotta put you on a
Let's
chronological
Hold
clock though, bro.
on,
yeah,
listen.
I'm gonna
I'm
have to.
not doing that. Hold on, I'm not doing that. What I'm
So
doing is
you arguing that though. Let's get some
no, I'm
times here.
not, bro.
Stop.
No,
Wait,
what are you
wait.
talking about, bro? Like, no, that's not what I'm arguing,
Lex didn't give context, man.
bro.
He didn't give.
That's why I said let me just bring
Before
context
the
to
mid
some.
20th century, scientific racism was accepted throughout the scientific community, but is no longer considered scientific. Now, what part of that was Charles Darwin theory? It's not big. No, you can't read that and say that. The religious people say that. It was scientific. Look. Racism misapplies, misconstrues, and distorts anthropology. So they did what to his theory? They did all of that. Man, come on, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, bro. And this is all I'm saying. And this is where context and minutia matters. I'm not saying that he's right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the minutia that's really at the crux of this. And what I'm saying is, when you look at Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer did not want to
Bad
kill.
example.
No, it's a great example because
Bad example.
no, it's a great example because
Great
Oppenheimer,
example for you and the way your mind thinks. Go
bro,
get the source to say that though.
no, bro, Oppenheimer did not
No,
want
no,
to,
no. I don't want to talk about Oppenheimer, right?
bro,
I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about Charles Darwin and scientific racism, bro.
but I'm
So
making
you're
allusion.
saying you want to die with him, yo? Is that how you doing
Bro,
it?
I'm making no, bro. I agree with Charles Darwin. What I'm saying is, I'm
So
making
no,
a
no, no, no. I say you can agree with Charles Darwin and still say what you're saying. I'm not saying that.
but what I'm doing is I'm making allusions to what Charles Darwin did, and the same thing that Oppenheimer did. Oppenheimer did not create the damn atom bomb to kill millions and people and billions of people on the scale that it's doing today. Did
It
he
ain't kill no
create?
billions of people. What you talking about?
Come on, man, bro.
What you talking
The
about?
bro, the bomb that we have today and that what we have built on has the ability to kill billions of people
Oh,
today. But
okay.
that's
Yeah.
not what Oppenheimer originally used it for.
But that's what
So
this nigga is saying, though, yo. He's trying to say the
no,
Charles
bro,
Darwin theory is a racist theory. Don't you hear what he's saying?
bro, I hear what he's saying, but what he's saying is that when Darwin thought it up, it wasn't Darwin that came up. Darwin didn't come up with it. It was racist. Was he a racist at the time? It would be ignorant for us to say that he wasn't. But if we take all of that away, what we cannot say is that people have taken this thing and used it to do other things.
Okay,
So
that's different.
it's the same
No,
thing.
it's not, bro.
Bro, so you mean to
No.
tell me when Oppenheimer created the bomb, he imagined that he could destroy the entire world with this? That wasn't his idea. He didn't set out to do that. To
Man, they
destroy.
misuse this man ideas, yo.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say.
they
I
hit
can't give
you.
you no more than that, bro. I'm not doing it.
Let's go back to what
It's crazy.
Lex said, man, and this is a key point. And he said that Darwin said refer to Heckle, right?
I wouldn't
He
care
didn't. Hold
about
on, wait.
none of that. We don't know what part of his work he was talking about.
This is what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead. Go
So
ahead.
you can't show let's break it down from an academic perspective. This was a debate. You post a picture with no date, with no where did it come from, no context, and just say, see this Heckle showing the racist tree of evolution. Okay, cool. We ain't getting no context behind, but cool. Then you show where Darwin said refer to Heckle, right? Now, if we go back to that source, if you pull that back up, refer to Heckle what? What part of Haeckel is he referring to? Anybody knows when you study and you research and you read any scholarly material, they say refer to a certain specific section, a certain specific premise that helps their premise within the greater work, not the whole entire work. That's
So
ignorant to come on here and say he said refer to
so
Heckle.
let me ask you this
That's
question,
Now
since
I'm a
ignorant.
we're
no, because
so
you're
I
in the
can't ask
same
a
boat with
question.
him. Charles
So
Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection did not start scientific racism,
Nobody's saying that.
but it was used by others to justify and support racist ideology.
That's what
you
I'm
Darwin
take,
saying.
but you
himself
taking it too
did.
far.
I think
He
I mean,
said
let
he
me
said
refer.
finish,
He
spawn.
man.
said
Now
refer
check
to
this out,
Heckle.
bro.
He
Check
said
this out,
Look
refer
up
to
the
bro.
word
Heckle.
Allow me to
spawn.
finish reading what
Look
I'm
up the
saying,
word
man.
spawn. What the word spawn?
Yo, two
I
people
think
can't talk at the same time. I was quiet while the crazy guy did his thing. Let me read what I'm reading. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection did not start scientific racism, but it was, like I said, used by others to justify and support racist ideology. Darwin himself did not promote racism. In fact, his writings include strong critique of slavery and racial injustice. However, the misuse of this idea, particularly by those who promoted social Darwinism, contributed to the development and predisposition of scientific racism. Okay, Darwin's work and its context. Darwin's theory of evolution. Darwin's on the origin of the species and the descent of man focused on the idea that all life shares a common ancestry and evolves through natural selection. In the descent of man, Darwin argued that all humans are part of a single species, Homo sapiens, and share a common origin. This idea challenges the belief that different races were created separately, a popular justification for racism at the damn time. Darwin's views on race. Darwin believed in biological unity of humanity. He recognized differences amongst human populations, but emphasized their shared ancestry. He was an opponent. He was a proponent of slavery, as seen in his correspondence and writings. He expressed disgust for the dehumanization of enslaved people. How was Darwin's ideas misused? After Darwin's theory gained prominence, others distorted and extended his ideas to justify racist ideology. This misuse is where the connection of scientific racism arises. Social Darwinism. Darwinists like Herbert Spencer and others misapplied Darwin's biological principles to human societies, promoting the idea of the survival of the fittest as a justification for colonialism and racism and inequality. They argued that certain races were biologically superior, okay, and was more dominant than others. An idea that has no basis in Darwin's actual work. Eugenics. Eugenic movement founded by Francis Galton, Darwin's cousin, misused the evolutionary concept to advocate for the improvement of the human population by controlling reproduction. Eugenics often targeted marginalized groups, promoting discriminatory policies that were grounded in racist assumptions. Paleogenetics and monogenetics. I talked about that. Darwin was a monogenist. He wasn't a polygenist. Before Darwin, the idea of polygenism, that human races were created separately and were fundamentally different, was the cornerstone of scientific racism. That is before Darwin. It say while Darwin's work supported monogenism, all humans share common ancestry. Some races use the theory to argue that certain groups were less evolved and closer to apes, a claim Darwin himself did not make. Darwin's legacy in modern science. Challenges to racism. I keep saying it. Modern evolutionary biology, based on Darwin's principles, has thoroughly debunked the idea of biological races in humans. Genetic research shows that human genetic diversity is greater within so-called racial groups than between them. Darwin's emphasis on shared ancestry contradicts the notion of racial hierarchies. The role of misrepresentation. The connection between Darwin's theory and scientific racism lies not in Darwin's ideas themselves, but in their misrepresentation and misuse by others to promote pre-existing racist ideology. Conclusion. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution did not start scientific racism. Racist ideologies existed long before Darwin, and while his ideas were sometimes twisted, like Main Man just did, he twisted it. He read shit out of context. That's what Lex do. That's what the pseudos do. He twisted it to justify these beliefs. His actual writings emphasized and shared origins and biological unity of all humans. Scientific racism emerged from the combination of pre Darwin beliefs, colonial attitudes, and the misuse of Darwin's concepts by others, such as social Darwinists and eugenics. Rest my damn case. I'm not sitting here arguing with that man.
There's one thing, bro.
Yeah, you can get it. I just wanted to get that in. And if you closely align to what he's saying, I don't agree. And we'll just end it right there, bro, because you don't got to agree with me. I've said what I had to say. I can give you 10,000 sources to do that, and have at it, Q.
Okay, good. So when we look at AI was not created to kill man or harm man in any way, right? Yes or no?
I don't know, man. I don't know. No, man. Come
Okay,
on.
well,
Hey,
okay,
hold
well,
on. Hey, Q.
hold on, no, I don't want to ask you.
Q. Hey,
You know what?
Q.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Let me
Hey,
not
Q,
ask
just
you.
make your point.
Let
Don't
me.
ask me nothing.
Okay,
Because I
good.
don't agree with nothing that man just did.
Okay,
You
good.
trying to slide and
Okay,
messing
never
it up.
mind.
I'm not doing it.
Never mind. Okay, I got you. Let me ask you Nazir, or let me ask you Gullah.
Why don't you
Gure.
just say what you're gonna say? Yo, why you gotta
No,
put everybody in the question?
because I want people to understand what I'm saying, and then listen, Nazir. Let me ask you this: When
Why
AI
don't you just
was,
get a source to support that though, bro?
I don't need a source to support it, bro.
Okay, well, you do on this show. Do you know just three the hallways? You definitely need a source.
AI wouldn't be a good example because it was for both. AI wouldn't be a good example. I feel what you're
So
saying.
hold on. Let me
I
just say
feel
what
what
I'm
you're
saying.
saying,
How you
and I
saying this for
agree. No,
both?
wait a minute.
Yeah,
I
that's what
agree
you get.
with
I don't know what he
bro. I agree
You're
with
not
what you're
gonna let
saying
me
with
finish what I'm
Oppenheimer
saying.
and
You
shit.
saying this
But
for
when you
both, and
sit
you ain't
back
even.
and say AI was created for good of humanity, that's
shit.
bullshit. So that's why I said that's not a good example. That's
I
subjective.
think I think I think the perfect example he can use what he's trying to use is how Karl Marx wrote about a perfect utopia and all this stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
we
let's
agree
talk
But
about
with you.
people,
We
hold
agree
communism.
on,
with you. Nobody's
ain't
arguing
done,
with
ain't
that. We
done.
agree with you.
And then people came behind him, and then they created communism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
Okay,
agree.
well, good. Let's look at it like that. Let's look at it and say, well, communism. Well, when Karl Marx looked into the annals of history, he saw people doing a specific thing, and he said, okay, let's utilize communism. Now, if we want to look at the Bolsheviks and what they were doing in Russia and how they so-called killed a lot of people, can we say that it's communism that killed a lot of people, or can we say that it was Karl Marx that spawned it, that then caused the Bolsheviks to do what
No,
they did?
That's
no,
subjective. I think
no,
How is
Oppenheimer
that
would
subjective?
Oppenheimer.
no,
Your first
no,
example with
no.
Oppenheimer would
No,
be
let's
better
not go back to Oppenheimer because y'all didn't want to talk about that.
Look
Let's
up the word spawn. Let's look up the word
Why
spawn.
we didn't want to
Spawn.
talk
Spawn is
about
the
that shit?
beginning. Like, why are we even going through this?
Because
All I'm trying to.
Karl Marx had an agenda. Now Oppenheimer may
Oh
have just been
man, I
trying
can't
to.
believe we're doing this.
Oppenheimer may just want to been given an alternative. You know what I
Let's
mean?
not talk about Oppenheimer. Let's talk about Karl Marx, who was trying to push
An
communism.
agenda. Okay, an agenda.
He was
Okay,
trying to
but
put he was okay. So now watch this. So let's say someone took communism and decided to kill 1 billion people.
I mean, but
Is
why are you doing that though,
hold on,
yo?
let me finish, bro. You said you was gonna let me talk.
I know, but now you getting on my nerves. You know what? You getting on my nerves, dog. Cause
All
you ain't
right,
got
man.
no source, yo. And then you acting like the shit ain't go all the way back to the 1600s. Yo, big up the Sosa, yo. You
Uh,
acting like it don't go back during the time of colonialism. Yo, why you doing
what
that, yo?
what communism?
No, colonialism, yo. You ever watched the
I
movie
never mentioned,
Django?
bro.
You
I
ever
never
watched the movie
mentioned,
Django, yo?
bro. On my life, I never mentioned
Remember what was that
colonism.
movie
You
set?
mentioned
Anybody
I
know where that
never
movie
mentioned
was set?
colonism. I never
What time
mentioned
was that set?
colonism.
They was on
I
the
never
slave plantation. What was that? 70? What time
but I
period was
never
that?
mentioned
1800s.
colonism. I never mentioned that. You just like kind of
No,
skate over
I'm
that.
trying to show you though that colonialism predate Charles Darwin, yo.
But I never talked about that.
So, but I'm talking about that, and I'm saying in colonialism they was trying to use scientific racism to promote that, bro. That's before
But I'm not
Charles Darwin, yo.
but I'm
I
not
just read
talking
all that. So
about
why
that.
you keep saying that when the shit itself predate Charles Darwin, and then later
But
on
I'm
they
not
pick up on his ideas, yo.
but I'm
So
not
he
talking
couldn't have,
about that.
he couldn't have been the originator of that shit. His idea couldn't have been the originator of it when the shit came before him, though, yo. That's what
But
I'm trying to say, though,
but
yo.
but hold on
Just say
though.
you want to say added to it. They misunderstand of added to it. Then you
No.
can say that. I'm
But
comfortable with that. I'm not
but
comfortable with it started since it predate that man. So I'm not
hold,
comfortable with that. But I'm comfortable with saying it added to it. The
hold
misuse
on.
of it added to it.
Hold on.
Can we
Listen,
level
listen.
right there?
No, we can level on what you're talking about as long as we get to what you're talking about. But I'm never talking about
What
what you
is
were talking about
no?
because
But you have to talk about what I'm talking. It's called chronology, bro.
yeah, but I'm
Come
talking
on,
about
Q.
bro. I'm talking about communism. You don't understand the
No, we not
chronology.
talking about communism. You trying to
Yes,
make
we
That's
are.
subjective. That's
no, the
subjective, though,
communism.
man.
Hold on, wait. So you're trying to use communism to prove your Charles Darwin point, though, and I'm saying that's bogus.
What?
Exactly. You comparing a guy with a political agenda to a scientist in the field trying to figure some shit out.
No, he's saying, dude, you
No,
can't
I'm talking
spawn
about
nothing. Listen, you can't spawn nothing if the thing
oh,
that you supposed to have spawned came before you, though. How about that? That's simple, ain't it?
Exactly. That shit was here before him.
all I'm doing, I'm not talking about a person. Listen, let me just explain this. I'm
Come
not
on, bro.
talking about a person that created something. I'm talking about a person that had an impetus that spawned something. I'm
How?
not,
Do you know what the word spawn mean, yo? Do we gotta look it up?
yes,
Okay, what
yes,
it mean?
bruh.
What it mean? What
It
it mean?
means the creation. But
Okay,
but
so
but, but,
can
but
hold on. Can an idea? Can I have an idea that spawns something, right? If the thing you're claiming I spawned predates me, bro. Answer
yes,
the question. How,
yes,
what, nigga? Okay, I'm
bro.
done.
Oh my God,
Now I'm
this is
done.
crazy. So you
Hey,
mean to
see, I
tell me?
can't do this, yo.
So
This
you
what I
mean to?
can't do. Q. Do you know what you just said, Q? You said spawn means give rise, give birth to something, right? And I'm saying is, how can I give birth to something that predates me? It's already in action when I come due. Now my ideas may add to it. The misunderstanding of my ideas may add to it, but I sure as hell can't birth the shit if it predates me, though, Q.
I
You
never
supposed to be
said
able to
birth,
understand that, Q.
bro.
Or
Listen,
spawn, bro.
bro. Understand this one thing, bro. When we use the word spawn, we
I
don't
ain't doing
use.
that, man. I ain't doing it.
All right,
Go
man.
ahead though. Get your point out. Just I don't agree with you though.
No,
Seriously.
I
That's
understand
you
you don't
double
agree.
talking now.
I understand you don't agree with me, and it's cool because you don't understand the different definitions when
Yeah,
it
I
comes
don't.
to spawn.
No, I
So,
don't.
so check this. So what I'm
You're right.
saying is this. So
Let
what
me
I'm
look it
saying
up
is this.
though. Because
So
I
yeah, yeah,
use the word.
yeah. Please look it up because you're confusing yourself, not my,
Might
not.
be. Might be. I don't
No,
have a
no, I,
problem with
I
that.
know you're confusing yourself. So when you come to a person like Karl Marx and they spawn the idea of of Marxism, Trotskyism, and things of that nature, they weren't the first people to come up with it. Because when we talk about hunter gatherers, these people were utilizing communism before they even had a name.
Okay,
So
so you
you're
don't got a
wrong.
source, the source trump everything. If you don't got a source, the word spawn. It says to cause something new or many new things to grow, to start suddenly. Do you have another definition, brother? Yes or no? Since I don't know what the word means. I'm the nigga that use the word, but I don't know what it means. That's why we don't get along well, yo. We don't get along well, yo, because you play too much, yo. You just
No,
play too much. Go get a definition right now, yo, to say different than what I done read. This from the Cambridge Dictionary. What are you talking about? I know what I said when I used the word.
and respectfully, bro, I think I apologize for coming on here. I think we've concluded our conversation.
Thank you, brother.
I'm cool with you know what I'm saying. You know us leaving it that way. You have a good night. All right.
Thank you, brother.
Peace, peace.
Peace. See you next week, yo. Q. That's all I ask of y'all. That's all I ask is bring a source in your conversations. There you go.
Shit. Lex
So
brought a
we got
source, but
two.
he hit you with the banana in the tailpipe. He put a picture up with no context. Says, see, this what Dog would agree with. You see this picture? Bro, that's disingenuous as hell. That's disingenuous, low down, sneaky, conniving, deceptive. That's come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
come on,
man.
man. Like really? And you want to
Oh
debate?
man.
If that's your debating style, bro, why you haven't you debated this brother yet, man? Like,
Man, I ain't got time for that free waste my time shit. I got kids in college trying to become doctors,
yeah,
lawyers, and
yeah.
engineers. I'm not doing that, bro. I ain't got time for that free shit. For him
So
to
he
do what he
basically
just did,
his premise was saying that basically Darwin agreed with everything Help put forth based on that picture. That's his premise. And I'm just like, wait a minute, we could go right
man, he
back to the
made that up.
article
Nobody
that he was
says that
reading
but him.
from to see which
Nobody says that,
section that
bro.
he do agree with Helk on.
Right, but he don't want to
Then
do that though.
it'd be clear he didn't do it. If he'd have done that, I could have respected what he presented. But he left a gray area, and he was very deceptive in the way
Cause
he did
that's
it,
what he
man.
do, yo. That's what he always do. He play this crazy game.
But
I
see,
put the
people who don't
definition in the
research will
thing.
fall for that, though. People who don't
Yep.
research, they
All
fall for that
day.
shit, though.
All day,
You
yo.
know?
All day. There you go. So Cube tapped out on the definition because he said I ain't know what the word mean. Did he say that or am I tripping? Am I did he not
That's what he
say
said.
I
He
got
didn't
the wrong
spawn that,
definition?
man. His model came about that shit existed when his model came out. Before his model came out, he presented a model during a very racist period. That's so. I'm just saying, like, so that's a knock to his work. That's a discredit to his work because of that. You know, you feel what I'm
There's
saying?
another
So
definition for spawned or spawn. That's eggs to produce eggs. So what definition would y'all like me to use? Y'all wild out, man. Come on, man. I mean, come on, yo. See, you got to be careful. All right. I mean, I had to learn this over the years, man. You got to actually be careful. People are trying to find that in between spot and nestle themselves in there, right? So they was trying to make me acquiesce to a faulty premise. What's the faulty premise? The faulty premise would be that Charles Darwin himself gave rise to scientific racism and the ideas around science. That's the faulty premise. Because we know that Charles Darwin, scientific racism, predated
yeah,
Charles Darwin,
yeah,
right?
we
It
got
actually did. Now, I'm comfortable with saying that the ideas in Charles Darwin theory by way of natural selection, his theory by way of natural selection, was misused, mistreated, messed up,
Yeah, yeah.
and used to add on to scientific racism. I'll say that's okay. I'm okay with that. But that other shit that everybody trying to do, I'm never going
Oh
for.
yeah, cause Thomas Jefferson way before Darwin, he practiced scientific racism. You know, Thomas Jefferson, president.
Mhm.
You said what?
I said Thomas Jefferson, the third president, he practiced scientific racism. That's way before Darwin.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah. So
He did. He was a heavy supporter of scientific racism. You know, to justify slavery and all that. If you look up some of his work, he played like I guess he was an enthusiast in anthropology, but you know, anthropology was extremely racist at that time period.
yeah.
Oh
See,
man.
for the listening audience, see, that's why conversations like this is important because the listening audience just got a chance to see how you should not argue. You know what I'm saying? Like with Lex, he got to go back to the drawing board because, like I said, if he came on here and he showed specifically the citation where Darwin specifically agreed to a certain segment or section of Helk's work, he would have validated himself and his point, and that would have been a good point he could have made. You know what I mean? Then we'd have a better
hmm
argument. But he
hmm
didn't craft this argument right.
He just want
He
to answer the
didn't.
question. I gotta get you off the panel now at that point. If you ain't going like if I answer your questions, I'm gonna let y'all know if y'all get up here, right? And you ask me a question and I'm genuine, I answer the question, yo, no side jokes, no nothing. And I answer the question, yo, then when I ask you a question, don't keep doing me like that. I'm not doing that with you. Because now you think I'm a kid. Now you playing in front of my face. I know you don't want to answer the damn question.
And that goes back to them aha moments when niggas think they got you. Aha, I got you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that is.
Uh,
They
Yeah,
start reading.
ah,
pictures.
They
Look,
start
bro,
reading.
listen. He literally
They
showed a
start reading
picture.
louder. They
right.
Yeah,
start
he
reading
literally
louder
showed
and
a
louder.
picture with nothing else. That's why I was like, he kept cutting me off. Shut up, nigga. I don't want to get no context behind it. Just look at the picture. It's like, bro, come on. You gonna tell me what I'm looking at? No, nigga. It's health.
Oh
It's a racist
man.
tree. You see that?
Oh man. Yep. It say Thomas Jefferson ideas align with what would be considered scientific racism. Mm-mm-mm. Man. Wow. Yeah, he had some wild ideas on race.
Crash landed.
Uh,
He was doing good when he started out. He was speaking with authority. I was like, oh shit, he about to get out tonight. And he came ready, had the sources up, and nigga crash landed.
come on, man. That's it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Mm.
He should. I mean, you should. He should know, like, bro. Come on, man. You coming on this platform? You know how brothers give it up, man. We real enthusiasts over here, bro.
Yeah,
You
come on,
got. You
man. We
got.
ain't
We got questions.
we go a little bit harder than the damn enthusiasts. I'm a little more than enthusiasts there, bro.
Yeah, it's serious. You know what I mean? Like, that's like me putting a picture of Tom and Jerry up, saying, "See," and then equate that to some other shit, and just like with no context, no. It's like, come on, man. Like,
So early, we want to deal with the early modern period of scientific racism, yo. 16th to 18th century, man. Foundation of scientific racism, yo. I'm gonna drop this in there for y'all. Yeah, I don't like people playing my face, yo. And then they say, you don't like me, you hate that. Ain't the truth. I don't dislike Lex. I just like the games he play, yo. All he had to do was answer the daggone question, yo. I sit there and let that man, I shot him a fair one on that. You feel me?
This
You know
is
what I'm
like the
saying?
dude. This is like the dude that what's the dude? I can't think of his name. He came. It's his theory and Darwin theory that came up at the same time. But
Who you talking about?
what's the dude name? It was another dude
Who you
that
talking about? Blocks?
no the
Bloom
no they
blocks?
both no they
Colonairs?
no. They both
Oh,
came up with
oh,
the theory.
oh, oh, damn. Damn. Yeah, Charles Darwin produced his book first. Oh man.
Yeah. I forgot the dude's
Mm-hmm.
name, but he fell
Mm-hmm.
off. He went pseudo. He went to the mysteries.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He went to Colonairs 1735. You got Jonas Frederick Bloomblaw, 1775. Okay, now get formalized
shit. If anybody, Blumenbach
by
was kind of
Morton.
the.
Huh?
I said, if anybody, Blumenbach was the one who really amped up the racism within science.
Man, no, let me see. Did they say he racist? Oh, man, you know what, yo?
But you got to understand
Charles
something though.
Darwin was
It
born in
don't matter.
February
It don't matter about the.
1809. Huh?
It really don't matter was somebody a racist. That was the way of the world at the time. I
Mm.
mean, that was the way of the world at the time. So everything that I'm reading is kind of like I have to look at it a certain way. That was the way of the world at the time. Like,
So,
you
all
feel
right,
me?
let's
But
do this. Let's do this. Let's do the rise of anthropology and cranometry by George Morton. Now, George Morton is the father of scientific racism. 1839, Morton measured cranial capacity and claimed to find differences between racial groups, ranking Europeans at the top, Africans at the bottom. Okay? His ideas later debunked. Y'all know who he was. He's the ones that took the skulls out of Africa, out of Egypt. He's the first person to start saying who the damn Egyptians was. Claimed to be used in science. This is in 1839. Okay? You got Louis Agassiz. All right? Promoted paleolism, paleogenism, the idea that human race was created separately and were biologically distinct. This idea supported the notion of racial inferiority. Then you got Charles Darwin. His theory is written in 1859. So anything before 1859, you know what I'm saying? His theory does not affect it at all. Okay? And then you got social Darwinism emerged in the late 19th century, using survival of the fittest as justification for colonialism, slavery, and racial inequality. Then eugenics movement. Francis Galt, cousin of Darwin, founded the eugenics movement, advocating for selective breeding. Okay. key starting point, 1537 to 1550. Early justifications for enslaving Africans were based on religious and cultural differences. Okay. Then scientific ideas began to emerge, linking physical traits to inferiority. Come on, man. Linnaeus, 1735, formal classification of human races. Scientific natural marks a turning point in using science to categorize humans. That's what he did. And then Morton, the
And we
publication of
still
Morton
and we
Cranometric
still use
Studies
him.
signaled the beginning of the more systematic attempt to justify racial hierarchy in scientific endeavors.
I'm gonna say Carl Linnaeus, even though you know what I'm saying, he was wrong about his, you know what I'm saying, his categorization, but we still use that model for taxonomy today. You know what I'm saying? We used to call Linnaeus, you know what I'm saying, he's the father of taxonomy or whatever.
Man, so scientific racism emerged gradually, like everything else. Don't just pop out on nowhere, with its roots in early modern European exploration and colonialism gaining formalization and expression in the 18th century. And I gave those dates for you prior to Charles Darwin's theory, okay, with racial typologies and exploiting the influence during 19th century with the rise of cranometry, polygenism, and eugenics. While it evolved over time, the practice of using science to justify racial hierarchy can be traced back to the early 1500s, intensifying during Enlightenment and colonial periods. Come on, man. Yeah, like I said, no, I'm not comfortable with saying it that way. I'm not comfortable with saying that Charles Darwin theory, scientific theory, foundation of modern evolutionary biology, caused some wild white boys to be racist. They misunderstanding of it like people do right now, like the Discovery Institute do right now, like the video I just showed. Go ahead, Nazi. My fault,
Nah, I really
Nazir.
ain't. I mean, shit, we didn't been down through there on this topic. I mean, if anybody creates a model of substance and they see it gaining traction, it's picking up, and it makes sense, it's logical. Of course, they're going to apply their ideologies to that, just like they did with the Bible, just like they did with everything else in history. Christianity, how the Roman Church used it to, you know what I mean, as a weapon. They weaponized it. How Islam, I mean, pretty much everything, man. That's what we humans do, man. We see something work. Oh, okay, we jump on the bandwagon and we use it to our benefit, man. You know what I mean? So this is a good transition into the Hyksos.
Oh, what about the Hiscos?
I know eventually we're gonna have or we
Full
need to, at
details.
least we need to
Yeah, we're
have,
gonna do that.
yeah,
No, we're gonna do that.
eventually. I'm in the field for a minute, so I
Okay.
can't really get in front of that computer and put it down. I'm trying to do a little bit where I can, but I ain't done with the presentation yet. But I put a link in the chat. I could touch on a few points very briefly though, and for something that's kind of dangerous as we head into this conversation. Um, and,
Dangerous.
and yeah, it's very dangerous, man. The
Mm-mm.
when we generalize, and we take things out of context, it's very dangerous to do that, because then the conversation can be, uh, you can be misled. You know what I mean? You don't get a clear understanding. So if you pull that up and share it, whenever you get a chance. I know you're probably doing something, but even the term, like, if we want to say that the Hyksos were Amorites, right? And then when I hear that word as just a casual listener, a layman, I'm going
Mm.
to think, oh, those were some Europeans from the Caucasus Mountains. That's the first thing that's going to come to someone's mind.
Okay.
Usually in this
When,
field that
when you
we're
hear the
in,
what? When you hear the what?
when you hear the word Amorites,
Oh, yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to
Oh,
think,
it
you're
shouldn't
going
be.
to just casually looking at it, you're going to think, oh, that's probably some white boys from somewhere else, because all of the depictions throughout the years of these invaders of Kemet
Mm.
have always been described to us as white boys. All of our greatest scholars, black scholars, in the grassroots. They've always depicted it like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
So that's what we have in our mind. That's our understanding. When in actuality, on the ground, the evidence
Mhm.
says something different.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
so when we look at Amorites or these people from Syria, or a better word for them would be Syrians. When we look at these
Mhm.
Syrians, um, and when you pull that source up, I can going through, or you want to save it for next time? Because I know we've been going about 2 hours, 30 minutes. You want to save it?
Yeah,
Or
we
what?
said we was at the 3 hour mark here.
Okay, bet we do that.
Man, let me see. Do I got the server link? Let me see. I don't got none of the daggone what's some comments in the chat. They all died out on me. Damn. Hey, so hold on. I think I can get the server link. Hold on. Let me get y'all the server link, man. Y'all definitely catch me teaching in the server.
Discreet
Get
man, even J markers, discreet man. So even if you want to say, oh, they was J markers.
mm.
Okay, so we gonna see. We gonna see when we get into this conversation. I can't pronounce your name because this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo on it. So I'm gonna just say, okay, and discreet man. We gonna get into it. Okay.
Oh, yo, you
I don't know what that is.
you said oh yeah. I just dropped the link, the server link, man. There y'all go, man. Say Ramses. That should say
Oh, that's what that say? Okay, my bad. My bad, Ramsey.
Oh, that's Ram. Oh, that's my. That's Ramsey. He really he
Okay,
really.
you
so
gotta learn the meta nature, yo, before you. I wonder how the
so
hell he get the meta nature on the keyboard though. Yo, how the hell you
hey, so
what
that
the hell did
name
he actually
Ramsey,
do to get that like that, yo?
hey,
He
social world.
hey he
Damn.
really Egyptian though. That's the homie.
Oh,
He
the
really
server
Egyptian.
link. What's going on, Shalembe? How you doing, brother? Say he really Egyptian. Or no, he not. If he ain't Egyptian like the African Americans say, he ain't no damn Egyptian.
No, he
Stop
Exactly.
playing.
Egyptian. Like he Egyptian
Nah,
like Sister Gina. He Egyptian, bro.
I
Like
was
he
I
nah,
like
was getting ready to
nah,
get some
bro.
insight on that
Do he
Ramses
got
when you
an
was talking.
afro? Is he dark skinned with big lips and peppercorn hair? Yes or no, Gullah?
he like Puerto Rican to me.
Okay,
If he
so
ain't got the bush, this peppercorn. If
so
he ain't
y'all
got the dark
saying,
skin, he ain't no real Egyptian.
all right, discreet man, I'm gonna hold you to that. Indigenous black man, discreet man, Ramses, I'm gonna hold y'all to that the
So what
Hyksos was
what
Caucasians.
you
I'm
trying
gonna
to
hold y'all
refer
to that.
to, Nas? You trying to say the Syrian people was black or something?
I'm finna all y'all saying they Caucasians and y'all saying the debate is over. Okay,
Ah,
we gonna
No, I
man.
see.
won't
We
say they
gonna see.
Caucasian, they Middle Eastern. They a
Caucasians?
mixture of
What in
things.
the world? What you talking about? What are
Okay,
you
all
talking about,
right,
man?
all right.
You said
What you
what?
trying to say? They look like Nigerians?
What you say? What you talking about, man? You did good today. So right now, Mr. Lee.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
show
me
your
a couple.
hand.
I'm gonna have me a couple aha
Rashu.
moments when we talk about the
Rasanel, what's
Hyksos.
up?
We're gonna have
There's
to
a
crack.
black man.
We're gonna have to crack open that book, Lee, with your book. We have to
Yeah,
crack that
you
open.
keep playing. Yeah, you keep
It's
playing,
too
man.
early. It's too early. We ain't there yet. We ain't into that time period yet.
Hey, yo, you know what Ethiopians look like, right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, some of the people was in the mix.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying y'all saying
What
okay.
about
Let me
Eutrines?
ask this because the
What?
chat say the Hyksos was white boy. So y'all on the panel think
Nah,
the
hell
Hyksos was white
no.
boy?
No, of course not. No,
No,
that's stupid.
they Middle East, they swarthy. I wouldn't even really call Southern European white people like that.
Yeah, they were not. Yo, come on, knock it on. I don't think that. That's crazy. Who said that?
Okay. So were they indigenous Nile Valley inhabitants?
What? Who? No, they
Nah, it was a
migrated. They
mix.
migrated in over time.
There was a
Okay.
mixture. There was a
Yeah,
mixture
they migrated in over
of
time.
indigenous West Asian hunter gatherers that was already there, and people that migrating in from East Africa.
Yeah, they migrated. They migrated over time.
Shit, that sound like the Egyptians. That sound like you Gully. You just
I mean,
described the
I
Egyptians.
mean, they related. I mean, Semitic
Yeah.
language, the
Okay. All
Semitic
right.
language is related. It's related to Egyptian language. They are related. It is their
Okay. So
story. I mean, it's right there. It's just the part. It's just part of the migration that happened outside the continent.
okay. So you playing it. You playing it safe. You playing the middle ground. You playing it safe.
No, I
And
know.
keep it
Like I know
keep it.
I know the genes, bro. Like I know what's up. Like I know the whole layout.
Okay. Did any? Okay. Let me ask this then. Let me get specific.
Wait, before you
Did
ask the question, yo. First of all, none of that make you an Egyptian. Let's get that straight. Seriously, your genes don't make you an Egyptian. Your hair texture, your nose size, your skin color, none of that makes you an Egyptian. Now we got that out the way, you can continue.
okay? Where did the Hyksos ancestors take part in pre-dynastic Egypt?
You should have Hicks. Yeah,
Yes.
what about it?
No,
The Hyksos
Nah,
of the that
no,
become rulers
no,
of
no,
the like a
no. We don't
popus
want to
and
play
all
that.
them. Did their
Because then you'll say
ancestors
the
take part?
Iranians. That's
Did
like
their
saying the
ancestors
matter
Iranians.
of
take
fact,
part?
matter of
I
fact,
just
anybody could be Hisco. Hakasu, a newbie could be
Point. A
Hakasu.
newbie could be a newbie is there too, though.
so why when we get to talking about that specific period last week and I think the week before, y'all you specifically they was Amorites. They was Amorites that came in from the southern
Yeah,
Levant.
that's one group. That's one
That's
group of
one group.
Amorites. Amorites been coming in back and forth for a long. It just means Westerners. Like Amorites is a Syrian word for the what people western because they wested them in that Levantine area. You
All
know what I'm
right,
saying?
okay, all right. I'm just saying where y'all at. So when we had that conversation, we
Hammurabi,
go we go.
Hammurabi was an Amorite. It's
And
in,
what is your definition of an
it's in
Amorite?
his name. It's in his name. Hammurabi.
Okay, what is your definition of an Amorite? Like, what do you are? What do y'all? I give you
They
mine.
Levantine. They Levantine people.
Okay, so how I view a Syrian
Semitic
or
speaker.
yeah, okay, no problem. How I view a Syrian or Amorite is just a person whose nationality. That doesn't denote like their characteristics, their phenotypes, their ethnicity, their race. Even though I know that the end of that was irrelevant, but I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily tell me who you are. It tells me where you're a citizen of. So what I'm going to show you during that conversation is the citizens of these places were it was a cosmopolitan area, much like Egypt. It was a transitional zone. It was in the north. So people from Turkey, people from like the Hittites area, coming from West Asia and stuff like that, coming east. People from Iran coming back west. So it was like a transitional zone where people was, trying to go
Yeah,
back and
and
forth.
you had some people that was from that region too, indigenous.
Exactly. So I'm going to show you, like, when we hear this Syrian or we hear these Amorites, that's just a generalization of a person from that area. Just like Americans. If I go to
Mm-hmm.
Ghana right now, and a
Mm-hmm.
Ghana man introduced me as his business partner to another man from Ghana, and he said, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my business partner is an American." What does that mean? Is it a Black American, white American, Italian American? What? So when we hear these terms, we got to be mindful of that. You can't just assume an Amorite is, oh, that's a white boy from the Caucasus or from Iran somewhere. You'll be wrong, and I'm gonna show you that these conversations, it's a lot of misconceptions going on. You
No,
know what I
What?
mean?
we don't never say they white. Who said they white
Yeah,
boys?
who
Them
said? Why
Middle
you keep
Eastern,
saying that though?
The
Middle
whole
Eastern,
chat is
bro.
saying they
Middle
white
Eastern ain't
boys,
white,
Oh,
bro.
and
that's the
when
chat.
I
That's the
say
wrong chat.
they
That's the chat.
Amorites,
The Palestinian at the corner store is not a white dude to me, bro. Like,
y'all
Hey,
view
what?
the Hyksos as immigrants coming in and taking over the Nile Delta region, right?
It was. That's
Go to eat your gumbo, man. See y'all next week, man.
I'm not messing with you at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you tripping, yo. Next show up, the Hiscos. Hmm.
I ain't ready. I'm gonna be in on it, but I ain't ready for it yet. Be in on it.
All you
I'm
gotta
gonna
do is
read the
send me.
sources I got this week though.
All you gotta do is send me your sources.
I did tonight. I sent you one of them.
Oh,
I'm holding out the other one because I don't want you to misuse it.
well, you all. Look, hey, God, that's his favorite thing to do. Hold out on the source, then he can't hold out, then he give it to you.
Yeah.
He can't help it. Yo, where your book at? Why you don't never promote your book? We must not be
Because
talking.
I looked at it like this. I said we're coming to the time phase during these conversations we've been having where that's going to come up. So I'm already preparing for it
How
for that
many
conversation.
copies you sold so far? Yeah, you be keeping a secret. You can't sell no book keeping a secret.
Uh, I haven't really been pushing it or promoting it, bro. To be honest with you, like you know what I mean. It was just a thing. Honestly, I wanted to get out my. It's been in my system for years, and I saw all the
No.
misconceptions, and especially when I saw the Kyrie Irving, the from Hebrews to Negroes. I said, man, people really need to know. You feel what I'm saying? Like they really need to know, and I think they don't even really want to know because it feels good to feel like you're the chosen ones. That shit feel good, bro. I don't want
Do
no nigga telling me I'm not the chosen one no more. You feel what I'm saying?
it.
So I'm the
Right.
Hebrew Israelite that's gonna tell you, no, nigga,
Uh
no, nigga, uh. But but the mentality is what
oh.
you should be focusing more on, and they don't. So that the book is demonstrating that, and is relating it to the modern time because they practice a decentralized lifestyle, which the original inhabitants of the Nile Valley were practicing open economics. You remember there was a big thing years ago with the sneakers, and you recall that because you was pushing and promoting that open
Pushing what? Come on,
economics,
what?
open economics. Remember that?
I'm still is pushing that.
I know that, but it used to be talked about more back then. You feel what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
now you don't really hear too, but the original Nile Valley, the 42 gnomes, quote unquote, you know what I mean? These different tribal leaders or states, city states, all up and down the Nile, it was wide open until the dynastic period came and everything got centralized. And yes, you still had those city state rulers all up and down the Nile. Even though you had a main pharaoh, you still had other minor leaders who disagreed with the pharaoh in many cases. But they didn't always cause civil war, and sometimes they did. We're gonna talk about all that within this 6 hours conversation. We're gonna talk
All
about
right,
oh,
let's
it's
have
gonna
it
be
straight.
real good. We're gonna see where everybody at during this
Yeah.
conversation. And
I'm the
then
only one with
and
some
then
real books. You ain't even got one book on the subject. Hey, look,
yeah.
Geller, any closing words? Any closing words? Leaves
I
get
got my book,
Mr.
nigga.
Nazi
My
going
book.
crazy.
I
I
got
know.
my book.
And my book says my work.
Oh
Mm.
yeah. You sound like Clyde Winter.
Yeah, Clyde Williams funny. He got like 10 of them, boy. You like, come on, Clyde. I say, Clyde, come on, no, you gonna mess with me. I'm saying I'm not. I'm gonna let you get your thing off. We start laughing. I said, come and call Clyde up tomorrow,
Need
Check on him,
Clyde,
see how
bro.
he
See,
doing.
you listen. I found out in my research for my book, you did Clyde real dirty, bro.
That
You
wasn't me,
did
that
him
was
real dirty.
I'm saying.
You did Clyde dirty. Clyde
Nah,
had some valid work, bro. I ain't gonna say all of it, but some of his
I'm gonna put
some
him
of
in
his
Chat
genetic work
GBT. Let's
was
see.
some of his genetic work was
Let's
right,
see.
bro. He
We're
was
gonna
right.
ask Chat GBT. Hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on.
but you programmed that. You programmed ChatGPT to think that about Clyde Williams.
Ah, ah, shit. Clyde Winters. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get Clyde to glide. Clyde Winters. Let's see. We ain't gonna see if he's pseudo. Clyde Winters. Okay, we got all this sites and popped up. Okay. Uh it's important to pro. I seen Clyde write a decent article in the thing, yo. Let me see. Is he a pseudo-scientist? Hold on. Let me see. Since you brought him up. Is he a pseudo? Let's see.
I disagree with some of his genetic work he did because it lined up with my independent research, and I looked, and he was the only one talking about the subject. I'm like, damn. Okay, Clyde, you got some validity in my book after that, just in that specific area. Now, all the other shit about India and all that is kind of gray areas for me. But I respect it, though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But a lot of y'all on this show, y'all still trying to find out who y'all is and how West Africans play or what role West Africans may have played in the Nile Valley and all that shit, right? And then the groups that y'all should be looking into, y'all don't. We're gonna talk about all that during that Hyksos conversation as well. Yeah. Because I found you niggas. I found y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing else better to do right now.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
show
trip.
y'all who y'all was with y'all helmets on and everything.
Oh, you ain't gonna try to pull that one off. Not the hunter's palette, did you?
Uh, no, not the Hunter's palette. But you got to look at who was close to Ramses the second and Ramses the third. Got to look at who was close, who was right there with him. Ah, we was in the bosom. We was, we was in the bosom. We gonna
It
talk about
says
it.
many scholars have criticized his work, labeling it pseudoscientific. Man, critics argue that his theories lack empirical evidence and are not supported by mainstream academic research. For instance, he asserts his his assertions about the African origins of various ancient civilizations and his claimed decipherment of the ancient script have been widely disputed. It's important to approach such claims critically, evaluating the evidence and considering the consensus within the scholarly community, yo. Dr. Clyde Williams is known for his Afrocentric interpretation of history, proposing that ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, the Greeks, the Olmecs had significant Black African contributions. He also claimed to have deciphered the ancient script, like Moretic, oh, that's wild, the Olmec, and Indus Valley writing. He can't even get a Wikipedia page. They give him the rational wiki. Man, enough of that. Let me leave my man alone. Let me leave Clyde the Glide
If you
alone.
notice, yeah, if you notice, I said on one genetic piece that he did, and that was it for me. He was on point with that. You know what I mean? But all the other stuff. But yeah, I disagree with Shaka almost some of his pre-dynastic stuff. He wasn't on point with it. And we're gonna talk about that during the Hyksos conversation as well. As you can see, that's something I definitely had to put together because yeah, I'm getting ready to go there on y'all.
No, you ain't.
So
Not on me. I'm gonna sit back and laugh at you as you try. You had a good day today. Don't mess it up. You had a great day today, yo. Is Clyde winning the name in here? Well, they gave me a wild thing. United States Secret Service. Dozen sentenced to roles in Atlanta-based fraud and money laundering operation. Stole $30 million. Oh, wait. Boy,
black
they gonna be fine.
Black who was that? Black what's his name? Discreet black man. I talk about the Hyksos in my book, bro. I've been talking about the Hyksos for years, because as a Hebrew Israelite, that's always a topic that that you're gonna discuss. So I used to debate that shit with other Hebrew Israelites going back to 2009. So that's something that
What?
it was always discussed. As a matter of fact, even when the conversations with the Amin Squad back in the day, we would talk about the Hyksos, the Puntites. Where was Punt? Was it in Africa? Was it in the Middle East? When it was actually just a zone that stretched from the Middle East, and then Africa was included in that zone. But for the majority of the products they was getting was from the Middle East, though. When you look at the trees and everything like that. So, but that's a conversation for another day. Um,
Yes, another day. But
Yeah.
look, right here, they do got him, though. They got him in Rational Wiki, whatever the hell that is. It says Clyde Winters, born 1950, is an African American black supremacist crank. That's crazy.
Damn.
I ain't gonna do Clyde like that. Ain't did it
Yeah.
like that.
That crank
He is a
thing.
proponent of Afrocentric historical revisionism, the racist melanin theory, and other pseudoscience. Oh man, educational background. Sociology, history, University of Illinois. Sociology, University of Illinois. Education, Chicago State University. Education, second. Loyal Marymount. It say none have anything to do with genetics and deciphering ancient scripts. I don't leave him alone. What the hell is this? I ain't never seen the rational wiki. It's funny. Boy, they got a million ways to get you around here in this world. Pseudo-science promoters. Ah, man. Bad archaeology. They got his name. Hold on. They got links. They got links. Bad archaeology. Clyde Winners. Boom. Bad archaeology. What in the world? Anyway.
No, the Hyksos weren't Hebrews. No, I don't agree with that. No.
Wisham Common first said that, remember? What's his name? Not Mathink. What's the guy name? Josephus.
Oh, Josephus, yeah. Manetho, and potentially
Yeah.
Josephus.
To
Yeah.
him talking about it all the time. Crazy. I don't know, man. We done did our thing today, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. We wanted to give you all some hours, man. Appreciate the contribution to the show, man. We definitely ran out of gas and topic. We had fun today, man. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to everybody, man. All the pseudo killers, man. We didn't drop the link in the Discord, man. That's what the healthy conversation is, man. That's scholarly confrontation. Indigenous black man is funny.
He said, we back.
Evolution.
Hey, that nigga said he brought the Hebrews back. We back. Oh.
Snuck them in under the cover at night. Like they left Egypt under the cover, like 10 million of them hiding. How the hell did 10 million people sneak out of Egypt, yo, in one day? How does that's like having a million cattle? You know how many days it takes for a million cattle to cross a river, yo?
God,
you know how many it takes for just 10,000 cattle to cross in the Serengeti? Days, weeks. But these Hebrews under the cover at night.
That's why you know God had to do it.
Your gully had them walking fast.
Look, they get all the people not even to say nothing. So they
was walking pretty fast over with all with the gold they stole. That's the funniest part about it. They actually stole.
They didn't steal. They spoiled the Egyptians. Get it right, man.
They did what?
They spoiled them.
Scored them.
Spoiled them.
What you mean?
Meaning they wanted to get rid of them so bad they just gave that shit to them.
Hell no, boy, that's funny as hell, boy. You crazy.
That's what they say in the books. They say they spoiled the Egyptians.
They spoiled them.
Please leave. Here you go. Take this shit.
Take this shit. Get your crazy ass about. You got a crazy God. We say we believe in it. You still wild out. They God did them like Wishman Common did me today. I say, all right, yo, Darwin was racist. Okay, I agree, yo. Based off what you showing me, based off where you framing it, all right. Yeah. Then he went too far, and then we knew. Look, man, with that, man, look, we out of here, man.
Yeah. We rolling D3 the hard way, legacy we claim. Unlocking Kemet's wisdom, they remember our name. I'm the God killer, from the streets, no shame. Dive in the metal netta, unleash the ancient flame. Pseudos fall back, they can comprehend. Real ones rise up, knowledge never ends. We the hard way, we break the chains. Unlocking secrets, no more mundane. Kemet's power running through our veins. Pseudo killers fade while we stake our claims.
Look, man, see y'all tomorrow, man. And with that, we out. Stop lying, Indigenous black man. You ain't never beat me in a conversation. That's why you don't never hit that link. Scared to death.